Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175 here to come in 175 2. I 200 down got it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Live at the reservation, Game 3 on the 2024 schedule for the Southwestern Warriors. Their home opener versus Coach Philip Haywood's Belfry Pirates. Foley's boys are looking to avoid a third straight loss, sitting at 0-2, while the boys from Pond Creek Nation look to get back to 500 at 2-2. Toyota of Somerset High School football, presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors. It's tonight's Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week.
Yes, sir.
Lake Cumberland Sports. I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. Michael, good evening.
Good evening.
The Warriors were in the same position last year, went to Belfry, and got their first dub of the season. Hopefully, history repeats itself tonight.
That was a good game. Certainly had some offensive explosion, which we are in desperate need of some offensive production.
Indeed.
The road trip I could do without.
Yes.
So I'm glad to be hosting this one tonight. But absolutely, it should be a good game. You can always count on Belfry coming through with a solid program, and they know how to play football.
They certainly do. And Philip Haywood is certainly a legend in the ranks of Kentucky high school football. Speaking of that game last year, the Warriors won it 27-20. Southwestern got 271 rushing yards last year. About 19 of those went to the now graduated Christian Wall. Michael Gregg, that's something that Southwestern wants to do tonight.
You bet.
In running the football.
You bet, absolutely. And that's just been something that they've had trouble getting traction. You know, last week against South Warren, that first quarter was a clash of the Titans. They really kind of held their own in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And so I know that Coach Foley trying to build upon that. And it was about a 6-minute window where things got away from them. But other than that, solid performance last week. And trying to put together a solid performance this week.
Absolutely. Southwestern, coached by Jason Foley, his sixth season at Southwestern. Coach Foley, 50-17 as head chief, 69-23 in 8 years as head coach. Southwestern program, 219-148, year number 32 for the Blue and Orange football program. And again, Southwestern starting 0-2 for a second straight season after last week's long night. Michael Gregg, in more ways than one at South Warren. Warriors falling 38-6. That final score very deceiving because 29 of those points came with a little over 6 minutes to go in that second quarter. You look up, it's scoreless. Then you look back up again, and it's 29-0 at halftime.
And I have a really hard time putting it into words other than something you like to say, the dam burst.
It did.
The dam burst, and then the water's just come flooding in, and by the time you could patch it, you looked up and the scoreboard was kind of out of control at that point. But, you know, in true Coach Foley fashion, they went to the locker room for quite a stint, a very long rain delay, and they came back out inspired, and I'll give them the credit there. They fought hard, but the hole was just too steep to climb out of, and you live to fight another day, and here we are.
Absolutely, and the Warriors will fight tonight at home for the first time this year against the Belfry Pirates. Again, the Spartans scored 29 unanswered points in 6 minutes and 4 seconds going into the half, and they did so. This is the other part of that. They did so from no deeper than the Southwestern 40-yard line. You put that Coach Heron defense with their backs against the wall time and time again. It was just too much.
Yeah, I mean, the possession, Fat City, if you will, and have short field all night. You can't do that to your defense. This defensive unit this year, Josh, has played remarkably well. It doesn't show up in the box scores, but they have played well, and they're going to be tested tonight against a solid Belfry squad. the offense just has got to get some traction.
Yeah, got to for a multitude of reasons. One, putting points on the board because that's how you win football games, obviously. Secondly, to keep that defense off the field, to let that Southwestern defense get their breaths, catch their energy back up because, Michael Gregg, you and I have seen it through 2 games this year. Southwestern's defense is stingy, and they love to take the football away.
They do. And let's not forget, talking about catch their breath, there's a lot of two-way players on this team. And so those young men, Braxton Walters, you mentioned, preseason district player of the year, and Braxton just hasn't had a chance to shine just yet in this season. His time's coming. He's too talented of a football player for that to stay contained. But that young man plays both sides of the football, and that's a tall order to ask in 5A football, but, Coach Foley has several that do it.
Absolutely. And not to keep going back to this contest last year, but again, this stat crucial to what Southwestern wants to do tonight. You talk about Walters defensively, led the team in tackles at Belfry last year with 13 tackles last year at Belfry. Again, a two-way player. You talk about those two-way players and what we saw last Friday night. To say the injury bug was rampant last Friday night just south of Bowling Green was an understatement.
Yeah, absolutely, and you hate to focus on injuries. Unfortunately, it is a part of football, being a contact sport.
Indeed.
And Southwestern probably fortunate, though, to get out of that with no more damage than was done.
Yeah.
Notably, Devin Leclerc went down with injury. He is not going to go tonight. And Bratton Burton also out, not going to go tonight. But there were a couple other Warriors that were banged up pretty big last week, and Coach Foley says they're a go this week. So Jonas Gallagher dislocated his shoulder last week, and he's tough as nails. He's one of our favorite Warriors, and for lots of reasons. We can go on and on about Cowboy. He's tough as nails and wanted to get back in that football game, but I think maybe wiser minds prevailed on that and kept him out in the second half of that one. And then Elijah Ray, right at the half, went down with something that looked really ugly in a kind of an unnecessary play. You and I were kind of tore up about the play at the half, running a draw play, and he got tied up and went down and looked ugly. And he was able to play the second half. Talk about tough kids.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he is a grown man in an 18-year-old's body, 17, however old a young man is. But he's able to bounce back and come back and play, and he's going to suit up tonight.
It's good to hear some of those Warriors able to suit up and go tonight. Unfortunately, as you mentioned, Leclerc will not go, and Burton will not go tonight, unfortunately. Again, those two are integral in the defensive schemes that Southwestern Coach Heron wants to run. Again, it could have been a whole lot worse as you had a handful plus of Warriors getting injured last week. Southwestern, they have never started worse than 0-2 under Coach Jason Foley, and they have never lost more than 2 in a row.
No pressure.
No, none whatsoever. They won Game 3 last year versus Belfry. GRC, they won in 2019 to avoid 3 straight, and also that same season they won versus South Laurel to avoid a 3-game losing streak. Again, you mentioned it. Sorry, but no pressure.
No pressure. And something I want to make sure I say on the air here, the sky is, in fact, not falling.
It is not.
We have been tremendously spoiled in the Coach Jason Foley era with offense aplenty and wins aplenty. And we've been spoiled. I mean, that's just the way it is. And I think I mentioned that to Coach Foley last week. Don't want to be unfair. Football, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. The stiff competition that they play, if you remember, we talked about this more last year than we have this year. Their success created a little bit of a difficulty scheduling football teams. Yeah. And so the teams they had to schedule were some really top-tier talent. And this year, they graduated a ton of linemen last year. There's a lot of players on this year's team that are just now kind of getting their varsity legs under them. And so they'll get there.
Certainly will. They absolutely will. Again, home opener tonight, a tall test against Belfry, but Southwestern has been in this situation before. 6th meeting with the Pirates. Southwestern won last year on Pond Creek Nation, 27-20. That was Southwestern's first trip to Belfry since I was in high school in 1997.
And no offense, Belfry was very kind to us. They were very hospitable. If you're from Belfry and listening, we really appreciate how you treated us.
Yes.
It's just so far away. I'm not really hoping to make it a habit, but very nice, very hospitable. We appreciate you.
Certainly. Well, hide the kids' eyes, close the kids' ears for this next part. Southwestern averaging 3 points a game. They're giving up 26 points per.
Yeah, not a recipe for success.
Not at all.
Be sure to watch Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Tonight, you're watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week. Our next broadcast will be on September 20th. Next week, Woodford County will be at Pulaski County.
Ooh.
Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings grade your way, and always fresh, never frozen burgers. Josh, I'm going to jump into the keys of the game. You mentioned Southwestern averaging 3 points a game, giving up 26 per. Obviously, for me, the key's not going to go into rocket science at all.
No.
Going to have to score some points.
Got
to get into the end zone. They have a lot of weapons on this offense, just been unable to get things to mesh. That has to change tonight. And then defensively, we talked about the talent they have on the defensive side of the football. And you can give up 26, but you've got to score more than 3. I mean,
Yes.
you got to maybe score 28. But against Pond Creek Nation here, and we looked at, they've scored some points this year,
Well,
Josh. And so
yeah.
I know you're going to get to that.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to score some points, or you're going to walk out of here in the home opener with another L. And you mentioned they haven't done that under Coach Jason Foley, and we don't want to start that now.
No.
We don't want to do that. Need new cabinets? The key is Whitest Cabinets. We value your business, offering friendly service and reliable products. Let our design experts turn your vision into reality. Visit us today at South 27 and Slate Branch Road. Whitest Cabinets, the key to your dream home.
Well, speaking of Belfry, let's start there as we set up the Pirates, coached by the legendary, and that term gets thrown around way too much in 2024, but it fits Philip Haywood perfectly. He is an absolute legend. His Pirates, what's in the water offensively for the Pirates, as they are averaging 44 points a game. They are giving up 39 points per game. They are 1-2 on the season. They won their season opener at home on Pond Creek against Breathitt County in a 56-26 big Belfry dub. And then since, it's been back-to-back losses for the Pirates, as they lost at home to George Rogers Clark, who, oh, by the way, got taken out by the Pulaski County Maroons last Friday night. GRC defeated Belfry 43-35. And then last week, my goodness, what a contest, as it always is, between Belfry and Johnson Central, as Belfry had a really good shot to win that game late. Johnson Central comes out victorious 48-41. 2 of those 3 have been stout competition for Belfry.
Yeah, what a schedule. That's what I'm sitting there thinking, like, and that's how you get better, Josh, is you play quality teams. And wins and losses early in a season before you get to district play don't really amount to much at the end.
That's true.
And that's why, as fans and as if you're listening, the sky's not falling. Got to hang in there. Got to support the blue and orange.
And that's the thing I encourage Warrior Nation to tell yourself, because once district play gets here, all of this doesn't matter.
It doesn't. No,
that's what
0-0.
matters.
Yeah.
The district is what matters, and what gets you into the postseason. And you think maybe possibly a trap game for Belfry, as they've got a trip to Pikeville, a big rival, next Friday night, and coming off a big rivalry matchup with Johnson Central. It's kind of in between for Belfry, plus that long bus ride.
Yep.
We'll see how it shakes out, no doubt about it. For Belfry, their slowest start since 2022, Michael Gregg. They also went 1-2 that season. They won Game 4 that year versus Louisville Central. So Belfry leads the all-time series 4-1. The last W, 2019. Here at the reservation, 31-7. That, my friend, was Coach Foley's first game as head coach of the Warriors. Seemed like we say it a lot. Don't let that final score fool you, because best I remember, Warriors had a shot at that game. Doesn't sound like it with the final being 31-7, but it was tight at the half. It's been a while.
It has. No doubt.
Other W's for Belfry, 2014, 2013, and 1997. Belfry and Southwestern. From the reservation, you see the young whippersnappers running on to the turf.
I missed it.
Here at Southwestern, as Jeremiah Jones on high. Oh, by the way, speaking of Jeremiah Jones, great shots this evening from Jeremiah. Kevin Lloyd, Pat Harris, and the nephew, Matt Lloyd, in the house with us. He's the uncle, Michael Gregg. I'm Josh McKinney.
See what you did there.
Yeah, thank you. It's a family affair.
Yes, sir.
And I love the fact that tonight, home opener for Southwestern, youth night, you've got all these future Warriors here tonight to check out this contest and get ready for Friday night lights in their future.
Absolutely, and the stadium, Josh, is packed. I love to see the crowd out tonight. Of course, youth night certainly helps. Student section over here pretty packed as well, and that's always something that's nice to see here on Friday nights. And the atmosphere, there's just nothing quite like Friday night lights, Kentucky high school football.
Absolutely.
I'll take it.
Game time temperature 78 degrees, fair skies. There was a whole lot of worry throughout the week as we were dealing with the remnants of Hurricane Francine that tonight would be kind of a monsoon-type night of rain and just
Stop it.
yuck.
Stop it.
And Mother Nature
Stop it.
is cooperating.
Stop it.
And we hope she will continue to bless us with a beautiful home opener here at the reservation. Yeah, I'm like the black cat. Go ahead and
Stop it. I crossed you out. So we talked about the injury report. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Lake Kerman Orthopedic Sports Medicine. I'm going to take a break, actually. No, okay. Dr. Jesse Pace and Dr. Patrick Jenkins of Lake Kerman Orthopedic Sports Medicine for athletes of all levels, from the weekend warrior to the professional. At Lake Kerman Orthopedics, our goal is to get your patient back to the highest level of physical activity possible. We're proud to support local athletics by serving as team physicians for Lindsey Wilson College, Southwestern, Somerset, Pulaski, and Wayne County High Schools, and other athletes throughout the Lake Cumberland region. We mentioned there last week, Josh, several Warriors went down. One Warrior we forgot to mention, Jordan Lewis, another Warrior that played the first half, was unable to go in the second half, and he's been a key contributor, since he burst onto the scene last year and really kind of played gangbusters. This year we've seen him at defensive tackle. He plays linebacker, can do some running back. He's going to be able to go tonight as well. Gallagher back in the saddle as well for Southwestern. Elijah Ray back in. And the Warriors are going to miss Devin Leclerc, who's a huge contributor.
Yes.
Devin Leclerc will do no work tonight. And Bratton Burton also going to be on the shelf tonight. But other than that, I believe the Warriors are kind of at full health. And they need a big night performance from everybody. They got to get the ball moving on the ground, move the chains, and score some points.
And that's the perplexing part for me watching Southwestern so far this year. You go back to the opening drive last week, and it was that wishbone power back set for Southwestern, and they moved the football, and they continued to move the football. Just it would end up stalling out.
Yep.
But Southwestern moved the football last week, and then again that 6-minute span that dam just absolutely completely blew up.
And if I'm not mistaken, the first drive of the game, they kept the ball for about 6 minutes on that first drive, just eat the clock and kind of dominated. They didn't have big gains, but they moved the chains. And that's what you need. That's what you want. And they just weren't able to sustain that, and that's what we're looking to do tonight.
And that's what we've seen year after year from Coach Foley and his offense and that stable of running backs that he's always got. And again, lacking experience up front, not putting all the blame on those bigs up front. They're getting better week after week. That's something 3-4 yards at a time. That'll keep moving the chains.
That's all you need.
And that's something Southwestern has not been able to do on a consistent basis this year.
Yeah, and it almost seemed like they have tried to get the ball moving in the air. They do have you got Zach Hutchinson and you got Antoine Dunford at wideout, so you got some super weapons out there. But when they tried to throw the football last week, Josh, there was no time.
It was
they had defensive backs or defensive linemen in the backfield almost it was tough. So that's something, again, I know they worked on this week, and certainly a point of emphasis tonight for Southwestern. You got to have a threat through the air. If not, they're going to stack the box on you and going to make running really, really tough.
And we saw Ryan Anderson come in second half last week, ended up being our offensive player of the game.
Yes, sir.
Southwestern finally scoring their first touchdown of the season, that in the fourth quarter. Last week, he'll get the start here tonight. So that's the second quarterback in 3 games that's got a start for Southwestern. You had in Dunford in the second half of the North Hardin game. Southwestern's already seen 3 quarterbacks behind center this year. And again, that continues, unfortunately, to be a theme.
Yeah, trying to figure things out. And Anderson, the young man that we covered a couple years ago, and had an opportunity at moments, looked really solid, and I think last week at moments looked really solid. It's lost in the injury report. We didn't mention Anderson took quite a shot himself, Josh, and if you remember, that was a scary moment there where he got absolutely drilled. Helmet pops off, and it almost looked like it knocked a young man out. And then he just popped up like he had smelling salts and jumped out of a jack-in-box, and he's ready to go. He's a gamer.
And that's exactly it. And talking to Coach Foley in the Alton Blakely Family Leadership postgame show last week, he mentioned, and we talked about that ferocious hit that Anderson took. We asked,
is he okay?
Was he okay? He said, he was fine, because he popped up. he asked, Coach asked, "You okay? Play some football, Coach."
Play some football.
That's a gamer.
And that's exactly what they need. They need to play some football.
Well, that's a gamer
Yes,
right
sir.
there, no doubt about it. Certainly. Southwestern and Belfry from the reservation here this evening, as it is youth night at the reservation. As you see, the future Warriors gather on the Southwestern logo, and you see a lot of talented young players out there, and you see a lot of dedicated men,
Yes, sir.
coaches. Of course, you don't see mamas out there, and I promise mamas are just as dedicated, if not more
Yes,
so
sir.
dedicated, as oftentimes the dads end up coaching the teams. I would love to see a mother end up coaching a youth football team at some point.
I
Can we get a
guarantee-
mama?
I was going to say, I guarantee there has been.
Can we get a mama to
Yeah.
step up and coach one of these teams? But
Guarantee there has been.
appreciate everything that these fellas put in to these future athletes
Volunteers.
of Southwestern High School. Yeah,
volunteers.
That is an excellent point.
Yep, doing
They-
it for free just because they want to help the youth and put in the work. And certainly from me, I'm just going to say thank you. As you well aware, my son is playing football for the first time this year and involved with the youth league, and has been nothing but a super positive experience and a lot of positive young men playing football that have encouraged him to play. And I think that's a big takeaway. Is I know there's a lot of parents out there that are afraid to let them play.
Yeah.
It is a contact sport, but you can get hurt checking the mailbox.
Absolutely.
And, so they got protective gear on at this age. Not a whole lot of high velocity hits that take place, but a whole lot of good, clean fun and a lot of positive peer interaction. That's what I take out of it. Like good, positive peer interaction help build young men.
Well, you just talk about Andrew's friends that encouraged him to
Absolutely.
play, and
Yeah.
now he's, as you tell me all the time, he's ate up with it.
He's ate up.
And-
I love it.
And that's
Yeah.
that's how it starts, and
Yeah.
that's how it grows, and that's how it's
Yeah.
that's cultivated, and
Yeah.
those players get to the high school ranks, and,
Yeah.
and hopefully, get that college paid for and
Well,
go to the next level, and then
baby
the,
steps.
and the circle comes back, and then
Yeah.
they come back and give back, and
And of course, a couple ex-Warriors down there helping Oak Hill's team that Andrew's playing on. Maddox Mink is coaching that senior team, as well as Tanner Wright. And so those young men can play a little football.
I think I remember them.
We watched them and covered them extensively. And so, exciting times. Just absolutely. We're going to take a break, hear a word from our sponsors. We come back, get you set for Belfry at Southwestern here on home opener. Toyota Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers and Realtors here on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about
Here to come in 17500, here to come in 175-2. I 200 down, down and got it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Let us show you the strength that comes by making every moment count. We're here to help. Hospice of Lake Cumberland. Let us show you the strength that comes by making every moment count. We're here to help. Hospice of Lake
Best
Cumberland.
things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $5.99. Mix and match any two full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any two plus fries and a drink, all just $5.99. Hardee's Original Bag. Loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
Parents, I feel like it's important that we teach our kids about financials, about budgeting, and about savings. we offer an e-student checking account and a GPA savings account. I immediately opened up both for my daughter. She has debit card, which I am able to turn on and off with our mobile app because I'm also on the account. She has become more mindful of her spending, which is something that we want to teach her, is to be a mindful spender and to save as much as she can.
It's a great time to get your new F-150 at Alton Blakely Ford. The Ford F-150 redefines working remotely. There's a desk inside the cab, a tailgate work surface out back, and available Pro Power onboard to plug in what you need. Tough This Smart can only be called F-150. And right now, get a no-charge leather package upgrade on every purchase of an F-150 XLT at Alton Blakely Ford.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Let us show you the strength that comes by making every moment count. We're here to help. Hospice of Lake Cumberland. Let us show you the strength that comes by making every moment count. We're here to help. Hospice of Lake Cumberland.
We're back here at Southwestern High School. A moment, about 2 minutes away from kickoff here as Southwestern play host to the Belfry Pirates. Going to get into the CV Hansford starting lineup. It's going to do the read, and then I'll get you the lineup. So CV Hansford of Weikert Realtors Ford Brothers, a person you can trust when you're looking to sell your farm or commercial property. CV's experience as a successful realtor, business person, and farmer is invaluable when it comes to knowing how to get the most for your property, all the while helping you through a seamless and enjoyable transaction. For more information, give CV a call at 606-219-3274. That's CV Hansford at Weikert Realtors Ford Brothers.
Hey.
And starting lineups for Coach Jason Foley and his Warriors here in 2024. Along that front line, left tackle Caden Campbell. You saw him play receiver. He also plays left tackle. I think that's been out of necessity. They've needed to use his big body.
Good point.
Left guard, Alex Adnamnit, wears number 71. Campbell, 65. Center, Hunter Osborne, number 54. Right guard, Austin Brummett, wears number 50. Devin Leclerc was slated to start right tackle. I do not have who's going to start in his place, so I have to stay tuned for that. At receiver, Parker Burton wears number 17. Antoine Dunford wears number 5, also at receiver. And Zach Hutchinson, number 7. QB1 tonight, number 9, Ryan Anderson. We talked about him earlier. He provided a huge spark last week, and he's going to get his first start tonight behind center as a Southwestern Warrior. Running backs, Braxton Walter, the senior, preseason district player of the year. Braxton Walters wears number 30. And Logan Haynes, another senior, wears number 32. In the backfield for the defense, and the defense has played well this year.
Yeah, man.
Along that front, Khalil White, Devin Leclerc, again, I don't have a person who's going to start in his place. Elijah Ray and Bradley Baker along that four-man front. Linebackers, Caden Daughtry, Braxton Walters, and Drew Anabnett. Cornerbacks, Zabry Cox and Zach Benedict. And then safeties, Jonas Gallagher and Antoine Dunford. And so last week, a young man that played really well, and has played really well in this young season, Caden Daughtry, picked up a ton of tackles in that second half and looked solid. He was a kid that stood out in the second preseason game over here, and looking for a big moment for him tonight.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Played well last week. You had Dunford that had the fumble recovery and then the
interception
and then the INT.
Yeah,
that was. It's always tough to choose players of the game.
Well,
as you see captains meeting at midfield. Go ahead.
Absolutely, well, players of the game too. We got to mention we do this. It's been kind of a thing we have. Jeremiah Jones is actually the person who selects those players
Absolutely.
for the games, and his phone was busy. Actually, the rain delay, it was past his bedtime, so we were not able to get a hold of him.
That's true.
That's what it was.
If you'd like to mail him, his address is.
Well, his email address is don't blame me at gmail.com.
Captain's meeting at midfield right now. Again, thanks for joining us. Home opener, Southwestern Warrior football on Lake Cumberland Sports. And I'm telling you, Michael Gregg, I hope folks hear us smile and us and
Absolutely.
us laugh.
Like to have a good time.
Man, this world is so crazy that we live in right now. And this is such a beautiful thing that we get to do with these fine fellows in the box.
Absolutely.
And the young man that's on top of us here this evening, with video this evening. And
just good friends, hanging out, having a good time, watching some football, and sharing what we're watching with you guys at home.
Absolutely.
And we'd like for you to be here with us, but since you can't be, we're going to share it with you.
Certainly. Of course, other games tonight. Pulaski County was set to travel to Corbin. That game has been postponed, as you would expect, as Corbin just right off 75. And thoughts and prayers to everybody in Laurel County and London and Whitley County and Rockcastle County, my old stomping ground, my homeland, if you will, dealing with that manhunt that continues. Somerset traveling to Gary County tonight. So the blue and orange, literally the lone game in town tonight. So that looks like the truth, because there is a really nice crowd here on the home sideline for the blue and orange faithful. In 32nd year of Southwestern Warrior football as the Warriors come through the Spirit line, donning the all-black unis tonight. Cue the AC/DC back in black for the Warriors tonight, and a matching black hat for Coach Jack Herron. So is that something we're going to have to follow week after week to find out what kind of hat Coach Herron is going to wear?
I don't know.
That's a game within the game, and I love game within the games and things that make absolutely no difference whatsoever.
Right.
But that is something that I like to pay attention to. And Coach Herron's got a black hat on tonight.
Yep.
Maybe that's what Southwestern's missing.
I think part of that was, if I'm not mistaken, you were starting to refer to the defense as Coach Herron's white hat defense.
And I don't really know what that means.
But
yes.
it's not going to work tonight. So
No.
I think he probably said, I'm going to give Josh McKinney one more thing to think about.
I'm sure.
And see if he can think on his toes.
I'm sure that's exactly what
I'm sure he thought about you when he put the black hat on.
Well, that's different. So maybe Coach Herron's going to. Well, they had white uniforms on last week.
Changing it up.
I don't know about. I can't remember week one, as I slept several times.
Orange, I think.
Since then. So. Okay, so if he's going to match the uniforms, we've got to get Coach Herron an orange hat. We got to give him a blue one too.
Now hold on a minute. Who's we?
Well, yeah. Southwestern has got to get. We're short on that merch, to say the least.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Southwestern will receive the opening kick.
Okay, thank you.
As we are ready to roll, Toyota of Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors on Lake Cumberland Sports. It's the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. If you're watching at Buffalo Wings and Rings and you haven't ordered yet,
you can't get it wrong.
You can't.
You can't get it wrong.
May I suggest the fried pickles? I promise. You will not.
The pretzel bites are really, really nice.
They are
as well.
really good. You just order one of everything on the appetizer menu.
Do I?
And
if I can, yeah, absolutely.
You'd be well taken care of. And you can take it home with you for lunch tomorrow. Make sure all our sponsors making this possible as we are ready to roll as Nick Savage sends it away. Short kick at the 20 up to the 25. Decent return up to the 29-yard line. Zach Benedict is the return man, one of the up men. He was tackled by Varney and Workman there as well. So the Warriors, again, receiving the opening kick. Belfry, we get it to start the second just underway at the reservation.
It is nice to be home, Josh.
Yes, it is, my friend. My goodness, what a late night it was last Friday night. Weather delay. We had thought
2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get lucky because we drove through a serious rainstorm going last Friday night, but that was definitely not the case. And I think I mentioned it. It turned into a miserable night last Friday night in more ways than one.
That's what we got for thinking.
Yeah, exactly. 1st and 10 for the Warriors here from their own 30. It's where Benedict will start him. Ryan Anderson gets the high snap, pulls it down to Walter, straight up the gut, moving that pile for a gain of about 2 before he's tackled by a load of Pirates coming off the bottom of the pile. Dante Davis will get the stop. They will actually give Walters 3, so 2nd and 7. Again, you see Southwestern, a gain of 2, 3, pounding the football. Good tote that time. Nothing fancy in between the tackles for Braxton.
And I've noticed on the far side, split out, is Hutchinson, but he's wearing number 2 tonight, so they're going to keep us guessing with some of these uniform changes.
Love the pink cleats.
Oh, absolutely.
From Hutch. Anderson out of the shotgun this time. Back to his left. Quick hitter. Quick throw. That's complete to Dunford. Makes a move at the 35 up to the 39-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch to get Anderson off and get Dunford into this football game. 3rd and short, 3rd and absolutely incredibly manageable for Southwestern. Nice pickup. That was a nice short, quick pattern, quick pass. Just get it. Get it and go.
Well, you got to get the ball in the hands of Antoine Dunford, and he will make things happen.
You don't have to drop back 5, 6, 7 yards and chuck it 50 yards downfield every single time. Take what the defense will give you.
Yeah, just get him the football.
It's important to get Ryan off to a good start. Going with a short jersey. A little old school there. Walter straight up the gut, and he is met and doubled up in the backfield as that line just got blown up as Walters never had a shot at it. As great penetration from the Belfry front as it is 4th and short. No gain back to the line of scrimmage, and looks like Coach Foley will send on the punting unit.
Well,
4th and 1 from your own 39, 10:08 to go.
I wouldn't count on it.
No, not at all.
Anderson's coming back out there.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Being around Coach Foley for now 6 years.
The gambler.
4th and 1 on your own side of the field with 9:50 to go in the opening quarter and a wishbone set behind you. Take the gamble. Warriors started early, by the way. Handoff goes to Haynes. He lost the football, had the first down, coughed it up, ball live at the 41-yard line, and Belfry might come out with it. Looks like they had a shot at it.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Belfry.
Belfry football. Caden Varney coming out with that loose football, and they're going to spot it. It would have been a first down. The ball popped up to the 41-yard line, and a scrum and back to the 40. First possession, a turnover for Southwestern.
Not what you wanted.
Not at all. As Chase Varney leads the offense on the field for the Belfry Pirates.
Dunford on late, and he's lining up. There he goes. I was going to say he lined up at linebacker, and Gallagher's just tagged him out.
Handoff goes to the up back. Veer offense, everything tight and precise. Jeremiah Austin with the tote. We're about 4, 2nd and 6. First series for Belfry, right to left. For the Warriors from Pond Creek Nation, white top, silver pants, red trim. And Warriors back in black, orange and blue trim. 9:40 to go. Belfry sitting on a short field, and that was devastating for Southwestern's defense last week. That 6-minute span that Southwestern went outside of Southwestern's own 40. Just juking and jiving in between the tackles.
There was Daughtry.
Up to the 35. Daughtry coming in like a scud missile. See him pop up.
Who was running back on that play?
It was Austin again.
Austin.
Short gain, 3rd and about 4 here. As I mentioned Daughtry having a good scrimmage. Season started, 3rd and short here. Yeah. Pitch and catch to Varney near sideline. And it's well defended. Coming up and making the stop for Southwestern will be Tanner Smith. Defense stands for Coach Herron, as it will be a minimal gain, if anything.
I have no gain.
No gain. Thank you, sir. I was trying to remember where the spot was. 4th and 4 for Belfry from the Southwestern 34-yard line near home hash. Warning out of the gun. Flags will drop.
Tell me we didn't jump.
Belfry going to get it the easy way.
Yeah.
4th and 4 becomes a 1st and 10 after the 5. 8:27 to go. Fresh set of downs for Coach Haywood's Pirates. We'll get to the near home hash. Boys from Old Pond Creek going right to left here in the opening quarter. Varney out of the shotgun. Hands it off. Dropped. Smothered up in the backfield. Able to get loose from two Warriors and turn it upfield and a big gainer. To the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. A ball that was put on the deck. Taking it to the house. J.B. Woolham on a busted play. Broken tackles. Touchdown, Belfry. 8:10 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, that's tough. Microcosm, though, so far this early season for Southwestern. You have a 4th and short and you can't convert, and you have them back against the wall and you have something happen like that. It's just a tough way to start tonight. Now it's early.
Savage on for the point after. It is up, and it is good. 7-0 Belfry on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. 8:10 to go in the opening quarter.
Big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, where they treat you like family. At the conclusion of tonight's contest, we will name a Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game, a United Cumberland Bank Defensive Player of the Game, and a Big Blue Septic Service Lineman of the Game. The Rex Restaurant in Nancy, Kentucky, the finest farm-to-table, made from scratch from food right here in Pulaski County. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Rex, where we feed you good and treat you right. Quality establishment ran by none other than Rick Barker.
Absolutely. 7-0 Belfry. Pirates looking to go to even 500 on the year. A lot of football left. Game 4 for Belfry. Game 3 for the Blue and Orange as they had that second week, bye week again. Again, you mentioned the pregame. This is the second year of those contracts from last year. That just tumultuous, just a who's who slate leading into the district. Savage will spot kick it up to around the 31-yard line. Hit a Warrior up man. It is loose, and Belfry will have it at the 36-yard line. Keaton Deskins comes up with a muff punt off a chest of a Warrior. When it rains, it pours. 8:08 to go in the opening quarter. It could be a long night for Southwestern, as Belfry is sitting on a short field again. Last series, which they just scored on, they got it at the Southwestern 40. This one starts at the Southwestern 36, far visitor hash. When he's looking to throw, good protection. Throws one downfield, has a receiver, caught it at the 5, on into the end zone, touchdown. Varney to Varney, Chase Varney to Caden Varney, 36-yard touchdown, and just like that, it is 13-0 Belfry.
Don't blink.
Saw it last week, seeing it this week.
Tough way to start.
Defense has been put on a short field, back-to-back series, and you cannot keep living that way.
No. And that was a excellent thrown football. It's perfectly executed play, but tough task.
Chase.
Bad snap, and the holder fumbled that, and then just wasn't in the cards.
The two-point conversion fails. It remains 13-0, 8:01 to go opening quarter. Belfry has jumped up on Southwestern early in this one. Varney goes to Varney, Chase to Caden, and Michael Gregg, you mentioned that was a beautifully thrown ball, perfect spiral. He led Caden out there. You thought, man, it's going to be overthrown. Caden went and got it, hit it in the full stride of Warrior, gave it a shot. Couldn't get him down before the land of 6.
It looked as if they'd done that before.
I'd say they've done, yes.
Perfectly thrown over his shoulder where only man could catch it was his man. The defensive back had no chance at it. Just well executed. Deep ball throw.
Well, that's Caden's first receiving touchdown of the year, his 7th reception. So that gets him in the TD reception column.
I'm assuming brothers. I don't know, but I'm assuming. Probably like, hey, brother, would you throw me the ball? I can score too. Well played.
That Belfry score coming with 8:01 to go. Belfry just scored with 8:10 to go. Fair catch call for, and the Warriors will tuck this one away. at the 27-yard line. As the second time the Warrior offense hits the field, they find themselves now in a 13-0 deficit.
It's another Excelsior first.
Belfry scores 2 touchdowns in 9 seconds. 8:10, 8:01. Warrior offense back out on the field. You spotted them 13. A lot of football left.
Got to get it back, but got to move the chains.
Got to. You can't let the frustration get you. 1st and 10 for the Warriors, left to right. With the man in black here, Anderson out of the gun. He will hand it off to Walters, and he is greeted in the backfield by a trio of Pirates. One of the first guys there, Tyler Bond, big 2'5". Walters got nothing. 2nd and 10. All right?
Yep.
All right? All right. Just checking on you.
I think I fat-fingered it. It closed out on me.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah, well, it happens to me quite often.
7.5 to play. 13-0 Belfry. One on the ground, one through the air. Yes, Belfry throws the football, and they've thrown the football a lot.
Belfry look like they're going to make Southwestern throw it.
I do not blame them. Anderson straight back to throw, looking to boom one downfield, tries to find Dunford. Undershot, picked off at the 40. Dunford couldn't find it, was looking for it, and it was picked. And another Southwestern turnover.
Who picked that off? Did you see?
That was
number 5? Was it 5?
Dante Davis. Did you officially give Southwestern a turnover on that first series?
Fumble. I mean, on the kickoff?
No, first series.
Did I give them a what?
A turnover. Because it was on the ground. It was a fumble. If so, that is 3 straight turnovers for Southwestern. I'm just looking for consistency here. Did you give it a turnover on downs, or did you give it a fumble and the turnover?
Turnover on downs, I believe.
Okay. So 2 turnovers out of 3 attempts for Southwestern. It has not been a pretty start. Off right tackle, Belfry keeping on the ground, leading 13-0. Belfry's longest field of the night as they turn the Warriors over again. Gain of about 5 for the Pirates. Old school, it would be 5 yards in a cloud of dust, but thankfully,
yes, sir.
Pulaski County School Board, Board of Education, investing in these athletes. Beautiful turf facility here at Southwestern and across the way at County High. Straight up the gut, first down tote for Belfry. Knifing through that Southwestern defense as that tote goes to that Hilton. Connor Hilton toting the football. Expected him to be a beast on defense. Leading tackler defensively, Alex Sanchez coming up and making the stop, and not before the chains move for Belfry. 6:15 to go. Belfry looking for more, already leading 13-0. Hilton in the backfield.
Sanchez, the Warrior, starting in Devin Leclerc's place. I mentioned earlier when I did the lineups. Wasn't sure who that was going to go to.
Sanchez with a lot of experience. Double handoff as that one goes to Woolham, who just got one, and he's going to get another to the house. 5:52 to go. It is 19-0 Belfry. 47-yard touchdown run by Woolham. As it 19-0, and he might want to let the kids not watch the rest of this one. No offense. This is ugly.
Well, it certainly hasn't started the way we had hoped or the way anybody on the Warrior sideline had hoped. But we knew Belfry was a solid football team, Josh, and they put points on the board, and they have they done that? Yeah, check.
Yes.
And they've checked that emphatically with the Sharpie marker.
Averaging 44 points a game. And
you see why?
Yeah, they're certainly on track for that and maybe more tonight. So Warriors have got to get it together. As Belfry looking to throw the 2-point conversion, looking for the end zone. That will be picked off on the 2-point conversion. As it will remain 19-0, 5:52 to go in the opening quarter. Southwestern really in a big hole here as Avery Cox coming up with that stoppage.
Second one.
Got the first one, missed the second one.
Keeping stats and a correct score is important to players, coaches, and fans, and the same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin, CPA, has been doing just that. If accounting is not your thing, let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard, located on Parkers Mill Road in Somerset. Josh, Coach Foley wanted to come out and start early, and that has not happened. Belfry has done just that. And big hole dug, and if you're Southwestern, I mean, you've got to not hang your head here. There's a lot of football left, but has certainly not started the way you wanted it to start for the homeboys.
It is 19-0 hole with 5:52 to go on the opening quarter.
And again, everybody here has been incredibly spoiled over the last several years.
And that's part of it for me, that not to feel like the sky is falling, but that's the absolute truth, as we have been so spoiled.
Yeah, high cotton is what we've said, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fair catch called for and tucked away. Southwestern at the 30-yard line. Doing that will be Parker Burton for the...
Belfry circled him on they keep kicking it to Parker Burton.
Yeah.
They have so far.
Yeah.
Keeping it out of Dumford and Benedict's hands back there.
19-0 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Last touchdown from Willem. His second, by the way. 47-yard tote. The pass from Varney to Varney. Chase to Caden. 36-yard TD pass. Opening touchdown for Belfry with 8:10 to go in the opening quarter. A 29-yard touchdown tote for Mr. Willem. 19-0. Wishbone set behind Anderson. As he will hand it off to, I'm going to assume,
Jordan Lewis.
Now, I was assuming it was Elijah Ray, but that is Jordan Lewis. We see him dot the I on that wishbone at times. That power back set. Nice tote by Lewis. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6. This is what we've seen for Southwestern. And for me, that's what they have got to do. You got to be productive on first down, because that sets you up for the others. Southwestern gets behind the chains right after first down. It changes everything. The offense has just not been there. 1 touchdown in 8 quarters of football. This is the 9th. The pitch. Walter sweeping this near sideline. Gets a block. A flag will fly. Walter stringing it out to this near sideline. So he'll pop out of bounds at the 30-yard line, giving chase multiple Belfry Pirates. Varney, giving Caden Varney one of those. That's a holding call on Southwestern, so that'll back them up. 5:02 to go in the opening quarter. Thanks for joining us for Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Just an absolutely brutal start for the boys in black. Again, you go back to last week, take out that 6:04, that 6 minutes in the second quarter leading into the half. That game was tied at the half. Instead, 6 minutes and 4 seconds of touchdown.
Yep.
Multiple touchdowns from South Warren. It was 29-0 at the half. Here it's 5:02 to go in the opening quarter. It's 19-0. Got to keep digging, because again, the most important part of this schedule is certainly still to come later in the year in the district. That's what gets you to the postseason. After the penalty. 2nd and long here as Walters gets the carry. He'll bust loose, lowers that shoulder up to the 35. First down tote for Braxton. Stiff arm gets him a couple more up to around the 47-yard line. A first down for the Blue and Orange, their first of the night. Got to go to work. Now's a good time to do it, boys. 4:36 to go, opening quarter. Spot him at the 47-yard line, far visitor hash. It's a nice run by Walters.
Absolutely. He's an excellent athlete. Of course, got a lot of strength in that frame, and he gets moving, big body to try to tackle downfield. I'd like to see more of that.
No doubt. He has been frustrated with the offensive issues this year. Backside other side of Anderson. 1st and 10. Walters gets the tote again, goes off left tackle. Short yardage. Wrapped up and dropped. by Alex Long. Short gain. 2nd and 8. Gain of 2. Well, they'll back it up. Yep, still a gain of 2. Thought about giving him 3. Now they pull it back to 2. 2nd and 8.
Dunford's got the Lake Cumberland Sports colored
he does.
gloves on. Needs a logo on those things.
He really does.
Yeah.
We saw.
See what we can do about that.
We saw Hutchinson with the Lake Cumberland Sports mouthpiece last week, and Devin Leclerc had one as well. Yeah, we've got to find a way to get our logo on Dunford's gloves, Hutchinson, and Leclerc's mouthpieces. Merchandising, man. It's merchandising. 2nd and 8. Anderson looking to throw. Comes near sideline to Dunford. Looking to make a move. He'll turn it upfield at the 50. Still bucking. Trying to get some extra yardage as the Pirates converge on him and pop him out of bounds. Plenty of Belfry Pirate hats to the football. We'll give him 1. 3rd and 7 here. 3:40 to go. Warriors getting their first down of the night. Fortunately, they're on the short end of a 19-0 tally on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Official timeout. Ron Shaw Realtor official's timeout. By the way, a little bit of instruction being disseminated by the White Hat. 3:45 to go. Thanks for joining us. Home opener for the Warriors, and Homeboys only had a reset button.
Well,
it's not how it works.
Not how it works. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Just doesn't do anything, and you just gotta one play at a time get it back.
Receivers either side, 3rd and long here, 3rd and 7. Anderson out of the gun, back to his left. As now Southwestern will take that Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 3:19 to go in the opening quarter.
The name to know when you or your friends and family are buying or selling real estate is Ron Shaw with Weichert Realtors 4 Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history of community service and is a proud supporter of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others and works hard for all of his clients, no matter the size or value of the property that they are selling. You can contact Ron Shaw at 606-271-0774. Email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weichert Realtors 4 Brothers. And Big Blue Septic Service, we mentioned the sponsor of our lineman of the game. When the pressure's on and you got to go on the field or in your home, go Big Blue. Big Blue Septic Service, your local experts for all your septic needs. We tackle tough clogs and keep things flowing smoothly, like our lineman of the game. From pumping and inspections to repairs and installations, we're the heavy hitters in the septic world. Don't let a septic issue sideline your home. Call Big Blue Septic Service and experience the winning difference. Big Blue Septic Service, when you got to go Big Blue.
Absolutely. See Jeremiah Jones taking you into the Southwestern huddle. There, Coach Foley's offense. Warriors break that huddle. 3rd and 7. Facing blue and orange here as they're right at midfield, working the home visitor hash. Left to right here in the opening frame. 19-0 Belfry. See on the scoreboard at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for joining us. With the Warriors dial up here, 3rd and 7. Need to keep the chains moving. Walters just got him 1 need 1 here. Anderson looking to go to the air, straight back to throw. Looking left, now looking over the middle. He will tuck it and runs. Got some running room. Nice take, Ryan. Up to the 40. Takes a shot, dropped at the 35. Moved the chains again for the Homeboys. Says they've got a nice drive together here with 3:11 to go. Got to do some work. You got to get back in it. A lot of football left. That was nice drop back by Ryan, looking left, looking over the middle, going through his progressions. Michael Gregg,
yes, sir.
You and I always get nervous when quarterbacks take off.
Absolutely.
And he had plenty of turf ahead of him. Nice decision by Ryan to get what he could get.
Yeah, definitely not a design run.
No.
That was, like you said, went through the progressions and took what he could get.
So that pitch goes to Benedict, looking to run. He'll turn it upfield at the 30-yard line. He'll get to close to the 30-yard line.
I'm going to call that technically a pass because that in this new age
and
football
technically
game,
it is. Yeah, it's a shuttle pass, if you will.
Yeah.
Front of the football at the 30. Technically that does go as a pass, and it is. We like to be technical.
Well,
all things technical.
I was going to say I have really failed the mission in the stat keeping department this year, and I'm trying to do better this week.
No judgment. This is a
I'm
judgment.
judging myself.
Well,
it's not been pretty.
Only you are responsible for you. 2 minutes to go. As for any of us. And off Walters, off left tackle. Got some nice running room. Nice tote for Braxton. So he'll get up to around the 25-yard line. Cut down by a Pirate. That will be, we've talked about a couple times tonight, Alex Long. And Long with a little hiccup in his giddy-up as he heads back to the huddle. Approaching 90 seconds to go. The Warriors flirting with the Rick Barker red zone. Nice drive here for Southwestern.
Yeah. Jumbo set coming in. Lewis and Lunsford checking in. And
Where's my big dog at?
Elijah
big
Ray.
dog, Elijah Ray. Where's the big dog at? Saw a picture of, I'm going to call him Little Dog, Little Big Dog, earlier this week. Ray is senior, and always love seeing senior pictures of times gone by when these players in Southwestern will burn another Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 69 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
Make your next live event unforgettable with Sassy Spoon Catering. We specialize in crafting fresh, great-tasting food that will delight your guests. From elegant wedding receptions to dynamic corporate events, intimate parties to casual picnics and productive business luncheons, Sassy Spoon Catering has the perfect menu to elevate your occasion. Let us handle the food so you can focus on the fun. Call Sassy Spoon Catering today and taste the difference. And Rick Barker and Galby Realty and Auction, names you know, names you can trust. Real estate and auction services for farm, commercial, residential, and personal. Galby Realty and Auction has 49 years of experience in the real estate and auction business, and we are ready to put that to work for you. Go online at galbyrealty.com for more information. Speaking of Galby Realty and Rick Barker, Southwestern flirting with that Rick Barker red zone, Josh.
Absolutely.
Desperately need to get inside that thing and get some points here.
Yeah. Warriors have moved the football on this series. Of course, a couple turnovers have led to Belfry points. And then turnover on downs the first series. That resulted in points, and that culminating to a 19-0 hole with just a little north of a minute to go in the opening quarter. Jumbo set. Wishbone set behind Anderson. He'll turn it and it off to Benedict. Off left tackle as Zach gets the first down. I didn't expect to see Zach Benedict line up as a running back. Of course, got the start at quarterback the last 2 weeks for Southwestern, and we thought he was going to be the quarterback going forward after as the season has gone along. I didn't have him penciled in as another running back for Coach Foley, but
he ran from the QB position rather well.
He did,
and he can take a shot. So he's got the tools and athleticism to do it.
Warriors at the Belfry 23, far visitor hash. The handoff goes to Walters, and he is greeted and dropped by Hunter Helton. Talked about him on the offensive side of the football. Well, defensively, man, he's a legit stud for the Pirates defensively. 45 tackles coming into tonight. Team high 45 tackles, 3 sacks. No gain for Braxton. Clockwise, 15 seconds to go here. In the opening quarter, Warriors will get another one off here. In a power bone set behind Anderson, strong side of the line to the right. The pitch goes opposite way to Walters. Gets into the 20, to the 15, to the 10, inside and close to the 5-yard line. And it will be a first and goal for the blue and orange as we step out to pay some bills. 19-0 Belfry. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different reading services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175-100, here to come in 175-2. I-200 down, count it, here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling
Back here at Southwestern High School, Warriors trail the Pirates of Belfry 19-0. Southwestern threatening first and goal on the 5-yard line after a good gain by Braxton Walters, and they're sitting in the Rick Barker red zone, Josh, and got to capitalize here.
Got to. You were mentioning it here in the break. Very important for Southwestern to get something out of this trip.
Absolutely, got to.
The trail 19-0 as we start the second. Well, hey, it's 28-7 with about a minute to go in quarter number one in Lancaster as Gary County leads Somerset 28-7. Lopsided scores here tonight. First and goal for the Warriors. They go right to left here. All to the 5, near home hash. Warriors look to dent the Citizens National Bank touchdown in the Rick Barker red zone.
Ms. Foley said it this week. Game of trenches.
Yeah.
Right here. The big boys up front. Got to make it happen right here.
Lewis, Walters, and Benedict. Benedict gets the handoff, goes straight up the gut. And a big man waiting on him, Braden Markham, 6'2", 354. That is a man. Belfry's got a lot of size up front, a lot of great players. So many years. Legendary coach Philip Haywood. I'll say no gain for Benedict. I like what Coach Foley is doing with Walters, getting him pitches, getting him outside the tackles. Yeah. Braxton can do that. I like that. You don't have to run everything in between the tackles. Same set for the Warriors. Same personnel. Anderson, hand up under center on Osborne. Enough goes to Walters. A little misdirection there with Benedict as Walters will try to buck for a yard best he can. I think he got a yard. Third and goal from the 4. Another gang tackle for Belfry. So Benedict come left. Anderson. No misdirection there with the handoff to Walters, trying to catch Belfry napping. The Pirates, they are not napping with 2:40 to go, trying to preserve a shutout here in the second quarter. Warriors knocking on the door, trying to dent the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Now the Warriors go shotgun. Walters to the right of Anderson. Anderson rolls right, looking. He will tuck it and run, and he'll keep it, and he will scramble in for 6. Touchdown, Southwestern. That is a nice decision by senior quarterback Ryan Anderson. Looking, didn't go through a whole lot of progressions there. Saw the lane. I saw it as well. Great decision by 9 to take it to the house for 6. 19-6. Here comes your extra point for Southwestern. And Jay Skager, 4'6", senior. Locks flowing. Trying to tack on the penny here for Southwestern. Before he gets to do that, we have laundry. And that will back Warriors up. Officially on that touchdown, a 4-yard tote.
Yes, sir. He went 4 wide just to get the defense spread out a little bit there. And
that worked.
That may have been a design QB run all the way.
Might have been.
But like you said, it worked, and that's all you're worrying about, results.
And Ryan is not shy about absorbing contact, and he got hit as he got to the stripe, and that stripe gives you 6. And man persevering through his career. This one's teed back up for Jace at the 15, a 25-yard point after attempt. For JCG, it is on the way. Plenty of leg. Money. 19-7. Southwestern on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, a 4-yard touchdown quarterback keeper. With a Citizens National Bank touchdown, point after good, 19-7. Belfry.
Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services has made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 25 years. We personalize your services to meet your needs, whether that be in our office, over the phone, or on your computer. Call Intrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Intrust, your mental health matters. Southwestern, Josh, punching the end zone, just their second touchdown on this season, and something they want to get more of. But it's worth noting, first touchdown, Anderson pass to Dumford And the second touchdown, Anderson runs. So Anderson in his senior campaign kind of getting his moment. And I, for one, I'm just rooting for the young man because, he's had some adversity and very high expectations early on when he was in middle school and as a young freshman. And his path has been not necessarily a direct line.
Curvy.
But here he is at the QB1 position and rooting for the young man.
Here now is all that matters.
That's all that matters.
19-7 Warriors get on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard as Gager booms it away. So that hits a Pirate at the 10. That'll skip out of bounds inside the 5. And the lengthy leg of Jace Gager and a skip off the old shoulder pads will back Belfry up to their own 5-yard line. This is the worst field position of a Southwestern defense that they've got to go against. Southwestern defense has got the offense where they're back against the wall. This is kind of nice for Coach Aaron's
Southwestern
defense.
needed a break. They've got a small break. Can they capitalize on it?
1st and 10 for the Pirates as they go left to right now. 10:19 to go here in the second quarter. Again, Belfry will get it to start the third. Momentary pause. Not sure why. Great crowd on hand tonight. Youth night at the reservation. Barney hands up under center. Second handoff gets the option. Inside left tackle. Gang tackle by Walters and Associates. Bradley Baker in there as well. Bradley was injured last week. Will be second and about 8. Or excuse me, 2nd and 2 after a gain of 8. Belfry rushing the football, everything in tight. Hard to see at times. Austin will get the tote there, but whistles will stop it. Warriors commit the offsides violation, so that will give Belfry one the easy way. Second time Southwestern's defense has done that tonight. A little bit of breathing room here for the Pirates. 9:45 to go in the second quarter. The Pirate offense trying to get that one back. Warriors just didn't. There's Flinch again. As Barney changed the play here. Out of the gun. Back to his left. That's Austin. Man in motion. It's the inside pitch. That's Caudle. Ace Caudle sweeping left up to the 20 to the 25-yard line. Nice inside pitch. The pass. 2nd and 3. Gain of 7. So I'm going to start saying a pitch is a pass. Shuttle pass.
Okay, well, I gave that a rush, so that's on me. I'm not going to go back and change it at this point.
Shame on you.
It's a visiting team.
Handoff goes to Austin inside left tackle. Needed a couple, and he's going to get it. And Judge has got him up at around the 30, close to the 30, as you move the chains. I'm not going to give you grief.
That's all right. I can take it.
Even though I did threaten you last week to fight you, and I cannot fight. So I don't know what got into me last week.
I like you too much. It's all right. I'm going to let you buy with
It's a good thing we like each other. Yeah. He's Uncle Greg. I'm Josh McKinney. As quarterback keeper. Nope. Late pitch. Nice decision. 40, 50. Southwestern 40 to the 30 to the 20 to the 10. He is going to take it to the house and give Woolham the hat trick. 3rd touchdown of the night. A late pitch from Barney sealed Southwestern's fate. Oh, that was pretty. Oh, baby. What a pitch late. Oh, that's old school football.
On the speed, we just...
Woolham's got plenty of it.
He does, and he's just running away from... We did not have anybody in the game that had speed close to match Woolham.
Woolham coming in tonight with 2 touchdowns rushing the football. Well, he's done north of that tonight, and it's still 8:26 away from the half. Savage on for the PAT. It is up, and it is good. It will go to 26-7. Belfry on top of Southwestern on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Stressed, anxious, depressed? At Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services, we can get services started today. Intrust offers you the flexibility of providing you with counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through your computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at intrust-healthcare.com. At Intrust, your mental health matters. And Dr. Jesse Pace and Dr. Patrick Jenkins of Lake Kerman Orthopedics, sports medicine for athletes of all levels, from the weekend warrior to the professional. At Lake Kerman Orthopedics, our goal is to get each patient back to the highest level of physical activity possible. We are proud to support local athletics by serving as team physicians for Lindsey Wilson College, Southwestern, Somerset, Pulaski, and Wayne County High Schools, and other athletes throughout the Lake Cumberland region. That's Lake Cumberland Orthopedics Sports Medicine.
See Jeremiah Jones taking you into the huddle of that man, the center of your screen, an absolute legend, Philip Haywood. He has seen it and done it all in this game. And again, mentioned at the pregame, that term legend is thrown around way, way too much in 2024. Mr. Haywood deserves that word legend, and maybe absolutely better than that. Your catch call for, again by Southwestern, up around the 32-yard line. You know what you're going to get from Belfry on special teams. Burton again with a fair catch. So 8:25 to go in the second quarter. A lot of football left. Warriors trailing now 26-7. The Pirates answering back. Forgot to write down the distance on that Woolham touchdown whenever you can.
Let's see.
If it's halftime, that'll be fine as well.
Let's see.
I don't have that many fingers and toes, so I can't count that high. First and 10 Southwestern from their own
71.
Thank you, sir. First and 10 for the Warriors from their own 33-yard line, we'll call it. Far visitor hash, right to left for the men in black this evening. Henderson operating out of the gun. Whistles. We'll stop it. That will back the Warriors up. Warriors get tagged with that delay of game, so ratchet up the degree of difficulty. First and 15, Warriors back inside their own 30. Belfry led 19-0 at the end of one. Southwestern getting on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard with a 4-yard quarterback keeper from Ryan Anderson. Citizens National Bank touchdown in the Rick Barker red zone. Belfry answering right back with a 71-yard late pitch to Woolham. To the house for 6. Young man's got speed to burn. I'd like to see him race the bus back to Belfry. I bet he beats the bus. Whoop, flinching. Warriors get away with one there. Anderson rolls right, fires downfield, got Dumford. And
I think that's Hutchinson.
That is Hutchinson. Sorry, I see the pink cleats. I knew as soon as I said it was Dumford that was incorrect because I saw those pink cleats at the last second. Nice way to keep it in bounds for Zach Hutchinson wearing number 2 tonight.
Keeping us guessing.
Well, nope.
What happened?
Maybe
Incomplete.
not. Bobbled. Well, it looked pretty. Didn't count. Frustrating. 8:19 to go. 26-7 Belfry. Pirates looking to go to 2-2 on the year. The Warriors looking to avoid a 3-game slide to start the season. Again, Warriors have never lost 3 in a row under Coach Jason Foley. His 6th season at the helm. They flirted with it a couple times. Able to get a win in what would have been that 3rd in a row. Uphill climb tonight for the Homeboys, trailing 26-7. Never say never, but man, it would be a titanic comeback. Anderson flushed out of the pocket, rolls, looking, fires across his body in the middle of the field. That will be caught at around the 37-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch, and I absolutely love
Colson Eichmann.
Colson Eichmann does, yeah. you hear scat back, I want to say a scat receiver, kind of like an Edelman, if you will. Just, yeah. He's not going to give you, he doesn't give you the 6+ feet. I mean, but he does work, finds himself, puts himself in good spots, makes cuts.
Yeah. Really talented running back, too. I mean, another one of those young warriors that's
scat back receiver.
Going to get on the stage.
I like
underclassmen.
I like Eitman's game, man. High snap. Anderson climbs the ladder to get it. Walters will get the handoff, sweeping right, and he is cut down as he swept right. Colby, but will stop it. No gain. 4th down. 4th and about 5. And here comes the punting unit for Southwestern with 7:15 to go in the second quarter. I love what Eichmann does, man. Yeah, listed as a running back. You've seen him a couple catches.
Yeah.
No, he had one, a big gainer from the man that's getting ready to boot this ball, Dumford, the second half of that North Hardin game.
Going to be high praise, but he reminds me a lot of Christian Walden.
Really? Yeah.
A little bit, I think.
4th and 5 here as timeout will be taken, and the Warriors will take their final Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 6:43 to go in the second quarter, trailing 26-7.
CV Hansford of Weikert Realtors Ford Brothers, a person you can trust when you're looking to sell your farm or commercial property. CV's experience as a successful realtor, business person, and farmer is invaluable when it comes to knowing how to get the most for your property, all the while helping you through a seamless and enjoyable transaction. For more information, give CV a call at 606-219-3274. That's CV Hansford at Weikert Realtors Ford Brothers. You are watching Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Be sure to watch our next broadcast, video broadcast. That'll be next week. Woodford County will be at PC. Wings created your way, and always fresh, never frozen burgers.
Well, how about those Maroons? Big dub last week versus GRC.
They're looking solid. I mean, they're looking really good.
Rolling at County High, baby.
Yeah.
We've got coverage of the Maroons for you. Off tonight, that game with Corbin was canceled. 4th and 4. Dunford will boot it away from his own 25. Pretty decent punt. Fair catch called for. Look out. Live football as Belfry's living right, and they will come up with it off the carom. Off the catch. Nice hands. Tristan Chapman, right place, right time. Looky here what I found. Ooh, Warriors almost caught a break there. They could certainly use one. Almost a Belfry turnover, and that would have been living in Fat City for the boys in black tonight. 6:34 to go. Belfry on a long field here. First, they were on a 95-yard field their last series. That resulted in a 71-yard touchdown won by Woolham. He's got the hat trick already, and we're still not at the half. Barney out of the pistol with Dante Davis behind him. 1st and 10, Pirates from their own 35. Between the hashes, low snap as Varney will hand it off to Davis inside the left tackle up to around the 40-yard line. Giving 5. 2nd and 5.
Belfry throwing a stable of running backs at you.
Dude.
You've got a few back there that can do damage.
Well, I was talking about Belfry. You expect Belfry to run the football and not throw it. Well, Chase Varney coming in to the night, 3 games, 29 of 53, 504 yards to the air, 4 touchdown passes, 2 INTs, averaging $168 through the air. That's Belfry.
Yeah.
Sometimes they've had seasons they haven't thrown for that much.
Ooh.
No, that was almost a live football. And again, running back able to get away from the first couple of tackles, turns it upfield. He was dead in the water, turns a loss into a first down somehow, some way. 1st and 10 Belfry from their own 47, and that ball was almost put on the deck on the pitch.
Yeah, I thought it was intercepted by the defensive lineman that had penetrated the line, to be honest with you. So that was messy. But again, Belfry living right.
Did you happen to see who that lineman was?
I did not.
Great penetration. Need more of that. Belfry's living right now. You all said it here in the booth. Arnie looking to throw, looking left all day to throw. Going to fire one downfield, and that'll be picked off. Back at around the 25-yard line. Saddling up, Jonas. Cowboy. Jonas Gallagher. Again, coming back from injury, dislocated shoulder last week. Another takeaway for Coach Herron's defense. Coach Herron wearing the black hat tonight. Gallagher gets him another turnover. 5:24 to go in the second quarter. Warrior defense with yet another takeaway. Boy, they'll just take your lunch money on defense at times.
Eichmann, you mentioned previously, in on this series. Don't know if he's going to be in the backfield or split out wide.
I really like Eichmann's game, man. 5:24 to go here before the half. Warriors looking for points, trailing 26-7. Wildcat set Dumford at quarterback here. Eichmann gets the call. Makes a short move for a very short gainer. Give him 1 second and 9. As Dumford is now your quarterback, so Coach Foley just changing it up here.
We shall see.
Looking for Ryan Anderson on the sideline.
I see him over here. He's by the netting. The kicker's netting. Helmet off.
We'll continue to follow that. Dumford fakes the handoff. Looking to make something happen to the 30, 35, 40, to the 45. Midfield stripe and a couple more. Dumford with the quarterback keeper. He's ready to roll. Move the chains. Southwestern marches into Belfry territory. 1st and 10. 4:36 to go, second quarter.
Again, mentioned it earlier, just kind of figuring out a way to get the ball into Dumford's hands. Regardless of where he lines up, he can do some electric things on a football field.
He's a playmaker. Walters to his left. Dunford, your quarterback here. I'll hand this one off to Braxton. Not where the right tackle was. Positive yardage for Braxton. So he'll get, wow, he got a nice pickup. Give him 4, 2nd and 6. 4 minutes to go. Opening half. Warriors trail 26-7. Again, Belfry will get it to start the third. We'll continue to follow to see if Ryan Anderson comes back into this one. He started tonight.
Helmet is back on.
Coach Foley not afraid to try things. Dumford looking to throw. He will be flushed out of the pocket, and he will tuck it, just dancing around to the 40. Look at it. 35 to around the 33-yard line. Man, a fleet of foot would be an understatement for 5. Kind of Holyfield, that's the way he dances. And 1st and 10, move the chains again. Off the run by Dumford. 3:25 to go.
Belfry going to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll take the Ron Shaw Realtor timeout. A little under 3:30 to go, second quarter.
The name to know when you or your friends and family are buying or selling real estate is Ron Shaw with Weikert Realtors Ford Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history of community service and is a proud supporter of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others and works hard for all of his clients, no matter the size or value of the property that they're selling. You can contact Ron Shaw at 606-271-0774 or email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weikert Realtors Ford Brothers. When the pressure's on and you got to go on the field or in your home, go Big Blue. Big Blue Septic Service, your local experts for all your septic needs. We tackle tough clogs and keep things flowing smoothly, just like our linemen of the game. From pumping and inspections to repairs and installations, we're the heavy hitters in the septic world. Don't let a septic issue sideline your home. Call Big Blue Septic Service and experience the winning difference. Big Blue Septic Service, when you got to go Big Blue.
Notice while you were paying some bills and about our awesome sponsors, I saw Mama Gallagher was field side as the boys ran through the Spirit line. And I just have to say,
please,
I'm very disappointed we did not see the mom tackle.
Yeah, I want a rain check on that because I really was.
I wanted to see Mama Gallagher go after
Gallagher
Cowboy.
is a senior, and it's got to happen before a young man graduates.
I wanted to see her go after Jonas. As Dumford puts that one on the deck, able to turn it into a positive gain somehow, as that was unnerving, to say the least. Again, those offensive woes for Southwestern, as Anderson getting the start tonight. Dumford now behind center, gain of 2. What could it easily been?
Yeah,
a loss
tragic.
of 2 or worse.
He bounced that like he was on the hardwood.
So I'm glad I'm not alone in the one that wants a rain check on the mom tackle.
I want a rain check.
There are plenty of moms.
I think there's several that would like one as well. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Got to have it.
That's a bummer.
Make it happen.
It was advertised.
Make
Still
it
needs to
happen.
happen.
Make it happen.
Dunford back to throw. Looking. Flushed. Fires downfield. It is up for grabs. Making a play as Hutchinson turned into a defensive back as it was a 50-50 ball at around the 5-yard line. That would be incomplete as he was fighting with Woolham. As we called JB's name and number a ton of times in this opening half.
You absolutely correct, and 100% correct on the play. Hutchinson, the DB, and had he not interfered, that would have certainly been a pick. Lived to find another down here due to his efforts.
And credit this crew. Not throwing a flag there. 50-50 ball. Jockeying for position. Nicely done, fellas. This crew done a good job. 3rd and 8. Dunford again dances. Looking. He's going to tuck it. Got running room. 25.
So elusive.
Slide. First down. Antoine Dunford. Yes, young man. We were going that way. Warriors moving off the feet of Dunford. The whiff on the intended tackle. Dunford dances as he's got Southwestern back in the Rick Barker red zone. Warriors trying to chip away at a 26-7 lead.
Need some momentum going here to the locker room. In the Rick Barker red zone.
Man, that was pretty.
It was. Now, listen, the kid's an athlete. You just got to figure out a way to get the ball in his hands. And Anderson, you mentioned keep an eye on him. Anderson checking into the ball game. Maybe Dunford tweaked something there.
Let's hope not. Anderson back in the gun, backs either side of him. The handoff goes to Braxton Walters. Straight up the gut, lowers his head, pinballed around by a couple of Pirates. First man to get to him was Jeremiah Austin. 2:15 to go. Hilton will get credit for the stop. Short gainer for Braxton. Coach Foley, not shy about gambling, changing things up, kind of trying to find a spark wherever he can find one at times.
I see Dunford on the side. Again, no helmet at the moment.
Might just be a little gassed. He's been doing a lot of dancing and a lot of running. First downs. Anderson fakes the handoff, looking to throw, still looking, fires towards the end zone, has a man.
Pretty.
That's Hutchinson. Got
Yes,
it.
sir.
Touchdown. Sack. Hutchinson. Left side of the end zone, minute 41 to go. Anderson. Beautiful pass. Hutchinson elevates. Anderson buying time, rolling to this near home sideline. Put it where Hutch could get it. Got it. Touchdown, Southwestern. That was nice.
Anderson had a little bit of time and set his feet and couldn't have thrown a better ball. It was a nice job by Ryan Anderson. His second passing touchdown on the season.
Warriors starting to find it offensively. Trailing 26-13, though. Gagers on for the point after. And
blocked.
Yep. Good penetration. As the point after is no good. It remains 26-13, a minute 41 to go in the opening half. Warriors trying to claw back in it. And an 18-yard touchdown pass. Citizens National Bank TD pass. Anderson to Hutchinson.
Big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, where they treat you like family.
That was a job well done by Ryan.
It
looking,
was.
rolling, feeling that pressure, eluding that pressure, coming to this side, giving his Warriors time to run those routes and let it develop. And he sees Hutchinson, left side.
Whitehead's talking about something that went on there, maybe potentially a penalty.
A little extracurricular afterwards.
Yeah, I think Gager got tied up with somebody down there after that block, and we'll see where they kicked that ball from. But
Well, you see what Southwestern's offense could be in that series with, again, that series started with Dunford at quarterback, dancing around for a couple of first downs, getting them to the Rick Barker red zone. Then Ryan Anderson comes in. You get the short run from Walters, setting up the 18-yard TD pass. Anderson to Hutchinson in the Rick Barker red zone. 4-6, Citizens National Bank touchdown. 26-13, minute 41 to go here in the opening half. The penalty was on Southwestern, as you can see, as they will boot it away from their own 25. Not sure what that was. Missed the indication. My apologies on that. I did see Jace get tied up with someone, and he was looking for a penalty here and there. And
I don't think Gager was a guilty party.
I don't think so either.
I saw Coach Foley talking to a lineman, and I'll just leave the name unknown at the moment, but saw Foley talking to a lineman as he came off the field, and I assume that he might have been the party that had the extracurricular incident.
And I think my man JCG got the raw end of that deal. He got bumped. What'd I do? Leg lets it fly back to the 20. 25, 30. That is returnable. Look out. 30, 40. Cowboy shuts it down at the 42. Popped and dropped. Eli Caudle on the return. Always count on the Cowboys.
You bet.
Great to see Jonas able to come back from that dislocated shoulder. Knew it immediately. Went for a loose ball or scrum on the live football last week, and he immediately knew his shoulder was popped out because he immediately felt it.
I got to share a story, and I'm not going to be able to get in before this play about Gallagher and our interviews at Coach's Show. I mean, the preseason Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Quarterback keeper, late pitch again. That one goes to Caudle. Sweeping left side. He's got the first down toe, and he just absolutely shucks a guy. That's power football. Give me some up. Inside the 35 to around the 34-yard line. Belfry's just chewing up yards at the reservation. That late pitch is filthy from Chase Varney.
It fooled me. I was scared. I was watching the carrier on this side.
Got to watch, son. Got to watch. Inside toss goes to Woolham. He's been a man on a mission tonight. The Warriors will shut that one down. As that will be stopped at around the 32-yard line. As Belfry takes that timeout, that Southwestern stop made by Tatum Richardson. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8, 64 seconds to go here in the opening half as Belfry takes that Ron Shaw Realtor timeout.
I'm gonna fix something.
I was hoping for story time with Uncle Greg.
Well, okay.
No, you go ahead. You got. We can get story time at the half.
That was.
I always appreciate a good story.
32. Okay, so I was asking the young men if they had games circled on the schedule, and as you might expect, there was a myriad of answers, and
I can only imagine.
Well, yeah, PC was a common,
of course,
answer, and then there were South Warren for some payback, and so I get to Gallagher, and Gallagher is a coach on the field, right?
He is.
So how would you expect a coach to answer that? So he looks at me and he goes, "All of them."
Hey, boy.
All of them. We all of them are circled. Every one of them is important. We got to take each of them at a time. I thought, spoken just like a coach on the field.
Man, that cat, I'm telling you.
Love him. I mean, just the competitor.
Think the world of him.
Yeah.
Man, he is wise beyond his years. Love that kid.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
That's awesome. Varney looking to throw. Low throw. That'll skip to the receiver. Incomplete. That play was there. That was going to Caudle. Varney didn't put enough hot sauce on it. Incomplete. Stopping the clock. 59.9 to go. 3rd and 8 for Belfry.
But for high school student athletes, they really, they don't stay focused typically like that. They do have those asterisk games, those circled games.
Yeah.
Jones County, all of them.
The Cowboys been special for a long time, and a lot of us knew that early on. And again, wise beyond his years. That one could have been dead to right in the water as that was blown up by Braxton Walters. He was the man with the initial penetration as Caudle trying to string it out far sideline. Well played by Coach Herron's defense as Belfry takes the timeout, facing a 4th and 11 at the Southwestern 35, 51.5 seconds to go here in the opening half. That story is a great story. I am not surprised by that answer from Jonas Gallagher.
Well, it was just something I wanted to share with you. I knew you would like it.
Oh, man, that's great.
Of course, as the season has began, young Jonas, they certainly circled all of them, but it's not started the way any of them had hoped.
Not at all.
But that's life. You know, in life, things don't always go the way you want it.
Yeah.
And you have to persevere. You have to regroup. You have to rally the troops and figure it out. You know, we remembered season 1 under Coach Jason Foley.
But it took a while, man.
Had some trouble with buy-in, if I recall.
It took a while.
People just didn't really endorse the system. But when they hit their stride, they district champs. And if I'm not mistaken,
they were.
Every year they've always been here, district champs.
And again, that's part of this where Warrior Nation has been spoiled.
Yes, sir.
This team going to be all right.
They'll be all right.
4th and 11 here. Belfry will go for it. From the Southwestern 35, backpedaling, throwing it up, making the catch at the 22-yard line. Did he catch it?
Did he catch it?
It looks like he did. They're going to spot it. Did he get it?
At least they called it a catch.
First down. Wow. Yeah, no doubt. 40 seconds to go. Warriors defense gives up the 4th and 11. First down. Belfry in a hurry with 35 seconds to go. Varney chased again, backpedaling, throws that one out of bounds. Boy, if he got that one off the top of the turf, he barely got it.
It was close. No doubt about that.
The last two snaps, Warrior front has got good penetration against Varney. Hope that continues. 30.9 seconds to go, and in last couple plays, Chase has been chased by the Warriors. Man, that was almost had the turnover on downs. 2nd and 10. To former Warrior, Nico Pascarella. Camera in hand. Quick hitter. Left side dropped. Of the inside slant. Bradley Baker was there. Ready to make it. Eli Caudle, the intended target. And Baker got hit in the eye last week and spent quite a bit of time on the deck. Thankfully, Bradley is okay and took a shot in the eye, and that is always unnerving. 3rd and 10 here for Belfry. As they are just outside of the Rick Barker red zone. Southwestern 23 to the near home hash. Varney out of the gun. Whistles. Flags. That will be a false start on Belfry. Oh, back the Pirates up.
Really be huge to keep them out of the end zone right here.
Yes, it would. Belfry can easily get a 2-for-1, but Coach Aaron's defense tried to keep that from happening. You almost have to.
You certainly need to.
Yeah. You'd like to have stops on both sides of it, especially here to give you some Momo. That's deflected. Big Paul getting up in the air.
Elijah Ray.
Elijah Ray pawing at that one. Again, a 4th down facing Belfry. Nice defensive stand from Southwestern. Gets Belfry backed up again. This one, previous was 4th and 11. This one, about a 4th and, you got 14?
15. But I have.
Thank you.
Unofficial.
23 and a half to go. Belfry will go for it. They might have caught a little luck on the back pedal pass. That was picked off top of the turf. Varney rolls left under pressure. Threatened. Fires. Gets popped as he lets it fly. That's going to be short.
Don't get a flag.
First down as Connell gets the reception. That will be turned over on downs. 15.1 seconds to go. What does the head chief have in his bag of tricks? We shall find out. Credit Coach Aaron's defense coming up with a stop late opening half.
Yeah, that's big. That was very necessary.
Yes.
They're able to do that. So
Well, you got the stop on this side of the half. Worry about the other side later. What Southwestern's offense does not want to do
I think
is turn it over.
I think you spread them out, let Dunford run the ball and see what happens and go to halftime and regroup.
Dunford leads the offense, says, let's dance. looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket. He will tuck it and run. Scampers out of bounds with a short gain with 10.1 seconds to go. You're looking to hit something big. Warriors trailing 26-13. It was 19-0 at the end of one. Southwestern scored 2 of the 3 TDs here in this quarter. Youth 9 here at the reservation. We've got young whippersnappers.
The next gen.
Absolutely. Running everywhere and love to see it. Dunford takes the snap, looking for a block, sweeps left, near sideline, looking for the corner. He turns the corner, 35-30 to the 40. He'll step out of bounds at around the 45 with 2 seconds to go. Man, he can scoot. Warriors with the final play here in the opening half. Warriors have not gone quietly. Trailing 19-0. Got on the board at 19-7. Belfry answered with 8:26 to go. And Warriors got one with a minute 41 to go. We'll recap all of that scoring for you. Southwestern halftime report. 2 seconds to go. We've seen Dunford chuck one about 50 yards. Saw that in North Hardin game. What's he got here?
He can do that.
He can. He will set the foot, fires, throws down far sideline. That will be out of bounds, and that will send us to the half. 26-13, Belfry leads Southwestern at intermission. Toyota of Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week, Lake Cumberland Sports.
Everybody qualifies for a traditional mortgage. That's why the secondary market exists. It's there for down payment assistance, low down, no down payments, closing cost assistance, grant programs. Typically, there's no local point of contact for a secondary market loan. We're changing that whole process. That way, there's someone here to guide you through from application to clear to close and everything in between.
Best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $5.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $5.99. Hardee's Original Bag, loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
It's a great time to get your new F-150 at Alton Blakely Ford. The Ford F-150 redefines working remotely. There's a desk inside the cab, a tailgate work surface out back, and available Pro Power onboard to plug in what you need. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. And right now, get a no-charge leather package upgrade on every purchase of an F-150 XLT at Alton Blakely Ford.
Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Lake Cumberland Sports. Thank you, boss man. It's Kevin Lloyd. I'm Josh McKinney, along with Michael Greggs, Jeremiah Jones with the shot. Captain Pat Harris and the nephew, Matt Lloyd, with this Southwestern this evening at the half. 26-13. Southwestern trails Belfry on Youth Night at the reservation. Thanks for joining us for Toyota Somerset High School football. A tough start, to say the least, for the homeboys this evening. Southwestern looking for their first win of the season. 0-2 coming into tonight, losing at South Warren last Friday night, 38-6. As Belfry coming in 1-2 on the year, as they lost to Johnson Central 48-41 last Friday night in a thriller. As Belfry got up on Southwestern early in this contest, as Belfry scores 8:10 to go. In the opening quarter, a 1-yard touchdown run for Belfry. A 29-yard TD tote by Woolham makes it 6-0. Savage's extra point is good. 7-0 Belfry. The Pirates get another with 9 seconds off the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. The first touchdown with 8:10 to go. The second with 8:01 to go after turn the Warriors over. A 36-yard touchdown pass. Chase Varney. That goes to Caden Varney. 13-0. Belfry, the extra point fails on a arid snap. 13-0 it remains. Belfry. Pirates get another one. Open the scoring in the opening quarter. 5:52 to go. In the opening quarter, a 47-yard touchdown run by Woolham. His second touchdown of the night on the ground. That makes it 19-0. The two-point conversion fails 19-0 at the end of one. Southwestern gets on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard with a 4-yard touchdown run. Quarterback keeper for Ryan Anderson. Good for 6. Citizens National Bank touchdown from the Rick Barker red zone. 19-6. Anderson gets the touchdown. Gagers extra point good. 19-7. Southwestern. Belfry answered that one right back with 8:26 to go. Their very next possession. A 71-yard touchdown run by Woolham. He has the hat trick with 8+ minutes to go before the half. 3 touchdowns for Woolham. 25-7. Savage's extra point good. 26-7. And the Warriors score with 1:41 to go in the second quarter. An 18-yard TD pass. Anderson to Hutchinson. 26-13. Gagers' extra point was blocked. 26-13. That's where we are at intermission. 6th meeting between Southwestern and Belfry. The Warriors won it last year on Pond Creek. They won 27-20. And again, Southwestern, same hole they were in last year. They were at 0-2 last year. They won at Belfry. They have never lost 3 in a row under Coach Jason Foley. They last lost 3 straight. Oh, by the way, have to go way back to 2013. Been a while.
Got some stats for you for the first half. I'll start with the Pirates of Belfry. In the first half, Belfry manages 12 first downs, 14 rushes for 213 yards. They had 60 yards through the air on 5 out of 10 passing. They had 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. They were penalized 1 time for 5 yards. They were 0 for 4 on third down conversions. However, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down conversions. For Southwestern, they had 10 first downs in the first half, 24 rushes, 159 yards. They were 39 yards through the air, 6 out of 10 in the passing game, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. They did have 2 fumbles, and they lost both of those. They were penalized 4 times for 25 yards. They were 4 out of 6 on third down conversion attempts and did not attempt a fourth down conversion. Individual statistics. First for Belfry, you mentioned Woolham on the ground. I've got him with 4 rushes, 158 yards, and 3 touchdowns. It's pretty efficient. Ace Caudill, 4 rushes, 29 yards. Hunter Hilton, 2 for 12. Jeremiah Austin, 3 for 9. And Dante Davis, 1 for 5. Passing the football, Chase Varney is 5 out of 10 for 60 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And receiving the football, Caden Varney, 3 for 47 and a TD. And Ace Caudill, 2 for 13. For Southwestern, rushing the football, Antoine Dumford came in and played some quarterback and got a lot of yards on the ground running the football himself. 6 rushes, 74 yards. Braxton Walters, 12 attempts, 58 yards. Ryan Anderson had 2 for 20 and a TD. Jordan Lewis, 1 for 4. Zach Benedict, 2 for 2. And Logan Haynes, 1 rush for 1 yard. Did have the fumble early in this one. Passing the football, Ryan Anderson, 5 for 7 for 38 yards and a touchdown. Antoine Dumford was 1 out of 3 for 1 yard. Receiving the football, Zach Hutchinson, 1 for 17 and a touchdown. Colson Eichmann, 2 for 11. Antoine Dumford, 2 for 7. And Zach Benedict, 1 for 4. And that's your statistics from the first half, Josh. And in a game that ugly. And Southwestern battled back and is certainly not out of this game. You know, there was a lot of football left, and you down 2 scores, and you knew the key tonight, Josh, was they had to score some points. They came in with 6 points on the season. They've doubled that already. So, I mean, you're getting somewhere. Defensively, you give up some big plays, and much like a week ago in that short span of time where the dam burst on you, and they've got it together. Still got some work to do. You know, Coach Foley's in there working his magic to try to put something together. And but, again, we've been very spoiled in the Coach Jason Foley era, and schedule has been uber tough early in this one.
Yeah.
And we're hanging in here. Nice night tonight, youth night. Place is packed. People optimistic, as am I. And we're going to hang in here and see how this one plays out.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, in the second quarter there, when you saw Coach, I'd like to go with Dunford at quarterback, and we've seen that time and time again with Coach Foley. Trying things, looking for a spark, just trying to get that extra. He's always looking for that extra. And you see, I saw positives.
I did too.
As you know, you've got Dunford, and you can obviously see what he can do with the football in his hands.
Just got to figure out a way to get it there.
Absolutely. Whether that's up behind center and running the football and dancing like Dunford does. And again, he's just uber athletic.
Yeah.
And you saw what Ryan can give you, throwing the football, extending the play. You got a receiver in Hutchinson. You got a couple of other guys. You got Eichmann in there as well that can, make catches when you need them. I think if anything, regardless of how this game turns out, you certainly see. I saw hope for an offense that had scored one touchdown in 8 quarters. Coming into tonight.
Yeah, and the season's young. And,
absolutely.
And you mentioned Anderson, and of course, what we know is that a few weeks back, Anderson was not on this football team.
He was not. And
so he has returned, and he provided a spark last week. That was a great thing.
Yeah.
And then this week, slated at QB1, and he has looked good at times here. And this is, but again, why I mentioned he wasn't on here a couple weeks ago. Still getting the legs under him, and this is a young season. Yeah. So you're starting to see kind of with Dunford some things that he can do, and Anderson can certainly throw the football, and he's given some time and can plant the feet. And a few weeks from now, who knows? I mean, we're getting somewhere. Again, got to be patient, got to let things develop, and a lot of talent on this football team.
Certainly.
And they've just played some really, really tough, talented teams early in this season, and got to stay the course. Got to stay the course.
Yeah, and you saw, and again, relatively speaking, it is a small sample size, that series, and that series going into the half of what Southwestern's offense could be. And Coach Foley was point blank with us at the preview show at Buffalo Wings and Rings, saying, "Look, this is outside of one time," and I want to think that was 2021. Don't hold me to that quote. When experience wise on offense. That was a light year, and this might be one of the lightest years Coach has had with returning starters on offense. And let's face it, a whole lot of that is what you lost up front with the bigs, and you saw the bigs able to push that big Belfry line around at times. You saw Belfry get good penetration. They're going to do that. It's hard to keep 300-plus pounders out of there routinely, and you saw Braxton getting outside the tackles, whether that was a design pitch or him going that way. Braxton can give you that. Again, as frustrating as this season has been for Southwestern offensively, I saw hope in this opening half, and you would think, really? It was 19-0 at the end of one. Second quarter, absolutely. Saw a lot of hope.
Yeah, well, let me give you mentioned hope, and so statistically, watching that first half, you would have thought Belfry, I'm going to ask you a question. Who gained more yards? Belfry. South. Okay, they did. How lopsided do you think that is?
Probably not very.
It's not. You're exactly right. Spoken like a veteran. Total yards, rushing and receiving through the air, 273 for Belfry. For Southwestern, you're looking at right at 200. So, I mean, you're 200 yards of offense in the first half. Not bad. Yeah. If you could double that and you walk out of here with 400 yards of total offense, that sounds pretty good. I mean, you got to punch. You got to get some points. Obviously, you don't want to give up another 270 in the second half to your opponent.
Yeah.
But they're moving the football. A lot of those big chunks were Dunford scrambling around and trying to make some things happen. But that may be something they have to go to the well and do this season, because you've got to figure out a way to get the football in Dunford's hands. Yeah. And if that's what it takes, then you do that. I heard someone talking earlier about here behind us, about what they're seeing, and said, Anderson can throw the football. I'd like to see maybe Dunford coming out of the doing reverse and kind of getting the football in his hands. And also, you still have that throwing threat in the game with Anderson, because but you saw the arm strength that Dunford had there at the end of the half. Like, he can chuck it. We saw him complete some passes earlier in the season. He just not had very small sample size, but super athletic young man. And this thing's going to come together. Again, season's early. District games are still out in front of us, and a lot of football left to be played in this season.
And that's the thing. And if you remember back to last year, and I remember Coach Foley saying, his Warriors last year could have very easily gone into district play winless. And let's face it, they could very easily go into district play, win this year. They got a shot to win the district? Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a tall task with Pulaski with the way County High is playing right now. But again, this is game 3 of a still very young season for Southwestern. Home opener tonight versus Belfry. You're back in the friendly confines next Friday night, Mercer County. And then district play begins for the Warriors in 2 weeks as they travel to North Laurel. That's where the season technically began at Campbellsville in the Fort Bank Bowl against North Hardin. But the real season, when you kind of jockey for that postseason position and your playoff life, begins in 2 weeks. Warriors got 2 more weeks to get it to come together. Okay. And again, small sample size.
Yes, sir.
I saw that with the offense. And as frustrating, I know Warrior Nation has heard it in my voice, and I apologize for the frustration that's coming through. But again, it's because we have been living in such high cotton with Coach Foley on the offensive side, that big offensive line, and just, whatever they wanted to do, whenever they wanted to do it.
It's bullying people on the line.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
what they've done. That's what we've been used to seeing, is they just line up and just out-muscle and just brute force rushing the football for 300-400 yards.
Yeah.
And this year, that is going to be – they're not there yet.
They're not.
They're not there yet.
They certainly are not. But again, you see that Warrior offense – starting to make it stride. I saw them take a step tonight, whether that was at quarterback with Anderson, giving you that throwing threat that Southwestern has so desperately needed year after year after year, whether you got Dunford behind center to do a little dance and get those first downs. And then you got Braxton. I love getting Braxton on the sweeps, getting him on the edge, letting him have room to work and let him dose people if he chooses.
Yeah. Just noticed, I'm going to make a comment. Caden Campbell comes out, grabs his helmet, and I see it now. Never mind. I was going to say, I don't see him switching out of jerseys tonight, but I see his 87 sitting over here, so I'm going to just leave that right there.
We'll step out, pay some bills. Third quarter on the other side. Toyota Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more in less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $5.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $5.99. Hardee's Original Bag. Loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
We're back here at Southwestern at the half. They trailed to the Belfry Pirates 26-13. About a minute 15 left before second half kick. And talked about it at halftime, Josh. This Southwestern offense showed some sparks. Fought back. Certainly this game long way from over. And they've got some work to do. They got to slow down this Belfry offense. This Belfry offense is powerful. They're potent. They've had big play ability, big strike ability. And that's something they've got to limit in the second half if they hope to come back and compete for a W here.
Absolutely. And it starts from the jump for Coach Herron's defense. Coach Herron wearing that black hat, matching the boys in black this evening. And it's crucially important for Southwestern to get a good start. And we talked about the offense a whole lot and kind of what might be coming together for that Southwestern offense. And, man, the Southwestern defense time and time again just continues to take the football away, continues to play well, even though they have given up, let's face it, they've given up points this year. But a part of that is because they've had their backs against the wall as South Warren had field position. On their 29 points, they didn't start outside the Southwestern 40 when they scored those 29 points. You see what Belfry did to Southwestern to start this one tonight. 29-yard touchdown run by Woolham. They weren't far away from that starting. 36-yard touchdown pass, Varney to Varney. That makes it 13-0. And then the other is a 47-yard touchdown run. Southwestern's defense, again, has been called on time and time again to stop a team with a short field. And you keep living like that, you're going to give up points. Defense, you saw that Southwestern defense get Belfry into a couple of fourth downs. Belfry, all intents and purposes, got lucky on the first fourth down. The second one, Warriors able to come up with the turnover. You see Southwestern able to get that stop on a Belfry team that is not shy about putting up points. And again, averaging 44 points a game coming into tonight.
You mentioned Belfry getting lucky, Josh. There's been a few close calls, too, as well. You had a ball bounce off of a punt returner's shoulder pads and was able to recover it by his own teammate. And then another pitch that looked like it was intercepted by a defensive lineman that could have easily been intercepted by Southwestern and wasn't. And so here, if we can maybe get our fortunes to change around a little bit, this could certainly be a different outcome.
And again, no disrespect, because you make your own luck and you put yourself in position to make those plays. And Belfry, a mighty stout 1-2 football team.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Always great to get to tee it up against legendary coach Philip Haywood and all he has accomplished. It's 26-13 as we begin the third. Gager, locks flowing, has it teed. A little trickeration here to start third.
Perhaps.
Try to catch him napping. Gager converges. No. He will send it away to the 15. It's returnable up to the 20, to the 25. Dropped at the 29-yard line. Big tackle. Special teams tackle, Caden Daughtry. Coming and making the stop. Her man was Cottle. First and 10, Belfry. 11:55 to go. Belfry first and 10 from their own 30-yard line. So we're going to spot it. Belfry. White tops. Pirate skull logo. Silver pants. Marty brings them to the line. We'll change the play. 26-13 as we begin the third. Warrior defense. Look to come out hot. Misdirection, handed off to Cottle, and as he handed it off, as Varney handed it off to Cottle, he was swallowed up. Daughtry there, also in on the stop for Southwestern. Hello, Cameron Potts. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Well, give him a loss of 1. They'll move it back to the 29. Varney pulls it out of the belly of the first option, goes with the section option. Daughtry and Bonds almost took it for themselves. Give me that. Second and long. The handoff goes. That goes to Austin inside right tackle. Turns it upfield for decent pickup on second down. Third and still long here. Hats to the football. Austin with the toe. Cowboy coming in. Lewis on the stop. Also, and on that action, Sabry Cox. Give me a little bit of that.
Somebody came in late and laid the lumber.
3rd and 5 here.
Not late as in after the whistle, but late in that tackle.
To finish it off.
Yeah.
For Coach Ham.
Yeah. Exclamation point.
Warrior defense looking to get a stop to start the third. This would be big. Second handoff. Woolham gets it inside right tackle. Get up to the 39-yard line. He will be close, but short of the first down by a yard. Cowboy and Daughtry in on the stop. 4th and 1, 10:20 to go. Third quarter. 4th and a very short one. 4th and I'm going to call it half a football from where I'm looking at it.
And that's honestly rare to see the line judge put that ball down like that.
Yeah.
Normally just put on a yard marker. It's inches.
Belfry go for it here. First down. Power football straight up the gut. We'll move the chains for Belfry. Drew and Adnett make the stop.
Who was the rusher? Is that the quarterback?
Austin. No.
Okay, Austin.
Fresh set of downs for the Pirates. Went for it. 4th and 1 from their own 39. Austin gets the carry again. This one straight up the gut. He will bust loose. Look out. 40, 35, 30. Ridden down at around the 25-yard line as Benedict will go get him. Austin points towards the land of 6. Belfry working their way there. First down, Pirates. Just a simple inside handoff. Nothing fancy. Just pure speed from Jeremiah Austin. Junior running back.
They have speed. No doubt about that.
That young man can flat boogie. There's a couple of Pirates I would like to see race the bus back to Pond Creek. Coach Haywood's got plenty of speed. 26-13, 9:15 to go. Pirates marching. And off goes to Hilton. Keeps it in between the tackles, working inside the 25 to around the 23. 9 minutes to go. Second at about 6. Jonas comes up, gets another stop. 10 has been flying around tonight.
Looked like a Nabnett in that stop as well.
Official timeout on the field.
Official take the Ronshaw Realtor timeout.
You mentioned Bonds. Bonds, they've got him in there to bring some speed, but he's in there at D end and certainly looks more like a defensive back, but he's in there for speed. He's in there hitting the big boys.
Pistol set. Willem gets the pitch, and he will be wrapped up and dropped. Nice open field tackle. Braxton Walters. He had 13 tackles last year in this contest. Great penetration. Got the tackle. Loss of yardage, 3rd and 9. As Belfry's backed up again.
What was important about that was Willem, and he turns the corner.
He gone.
Yeah, he may be difficult to track down, but
young man's had the hot hand. He's got 3 touchdowns tonight. Enough goes to Austin straight up the gut. Again, simple power football. He will bust loose inside the 10, inside the 5, and he will scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. From the 27-yard line, Warriors had Belfry backed up on a 3rd and long, and they score. Wow. That's just north-south football. Austin not making a whole lot of variation. North-south more than a couple steps either way. Jeremiah Austin's first touchdown tonight. Savage on for the point after. It's on the way. It is up and oh, yeah. It is good. 33-13, 8:30. Or excuse me, 8:03 to go on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like you're in my head. Big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of 5 Somerset locations.
All right.
Or go on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships, where they treat you like family. At the conclusion of tonight's contest, we're going to give away some hardware. Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game, United Cumberland Bank Defensive Player of the Game, and alignment of the game sponsored by Big Blue Septic Service. The Rex Restaurant in Nancy, Kentucky, the finest farm-to-table, made-from-scratch food right here in Pulaski County. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Rex, where we feed you good and treat you right.
In the interest of full disclosure, I've been thinking about that since he kicked the first one.
Have you?
Yeah, it took me a while. I'm a little slow.
You have a lot more restraint than I do.
It took me a while to think about it. I'm like, how can I work that in? That would be great.
Yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah. 8:03 to go, 3rd quarter.
Perfect last name for a football player, though. I mean,
truth.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 33-13 now as Belfry scores on their first attempt. As a fair catch not called for there. Returned at the 35 up to around the 40-yard line. That's dangerous. A flag will fly late as Walters was going to assume tagged out of the bounds. Looked like from here that he was. Southwestern could come out with really good field position here, and for some reason the clock is still running. Can we stop the clock, please?
This is not supposed to happen on your home field.
And they're trying to get the scoreboard to stop the clock. There's a good 10 seconds at least clicked off of it. It's 33-13. It might not matter in the whole scheme of things, but you're at home. That's not supposed to happen at home. And the Warriors, again, get that late hit, and they will come out in great field position here. The Warriors will start from the Belfry 45 on the S, the Southwestern logo. And big thank you to the Pulaski County Board of Education, scoreboard, and investing in these athletes. Multi-purpose turf facility. Thank you, Pulaski County School Board of Education. Anderson, your quarterback, out of the gun. Hands it off to Walters, trying to sweep left, and, man, trying to get to the corner, and it was just absolutely blown up. Again, Woolham, Hilton, also in on the action. Tyler Bond, loss of 4, 2nd and 14.
Team speed that Belfry have is just impressive.
Dude, they can boogie. Woolham may be one of the fastest cats I've seen all season. See him, left corner of your screen there at the 42.
North Hardin had a few.
Yeah, they did.
Receivers that could move. But you're right, Woolham.
Yeah, sneaky fast. 2nd and 14. Anderson out of the gun. Takes the handoff. Good protection. He's going to extend the play using his feet. Rolls right. Looking downfield. Going to fire across his body downfield. Looking for Walters. Let him out of bounds. That will be incomplete. That will set up 3rd and 14 for Southwestern Warriors. Behind the chains here. The first possession in the second half. Warriors trail 33-13 after Belfry got the first shot at it. They won the toss, electing to defer. 27-yard TD run by Austin.
You give a shout-out last week to the Warrior dads. Well, let's echo that again this week. Warrior dads on the chains across the field. So week in, week out, doing work.
Yeah,
are those Warrior dads?
Absolutely. If you're wondering about that, I didn't get to mention it last week when that storm came through, that awesome new tent that Southwestern has that the players go into when they're injured or looking for the trainer. It was in danger of flying away, and the Warrior dads do what dads do. Jumped into action. 3rd and 14. Anderson fires downfield. Incomplete. Looking to hook up with Eichmann at around the 20. Incomplete. 4th and 14. The dads jumped into action when that tent was about to fly. And
it was going to end up in Kansas.
Yeah, man. It was going to fly away as the wind started to get gusty. And Dad saw it was in danger and doing what dads do. Doing what dads do. 4th and 14 as Dunford will drop back to his own 37 to lay the boot to it. He will kick a dandy, and that will sail good 10 yards out around the near sideline. 6:35 to go, 3rd quarter. As the Warriors will give it back to Belfry empty-handed on their first series. Warriors trail 33-13. Over 6.5 to go. 3rd quarter. Warriors will remain at home next Friday night. Just to welcome the Titans of Mercer County. Belfry will travel to Pikeville next Friday night. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Belfry from their own 26-yard line near home hash left to right. For the boys from Pond Creek. Woolham in motion. Austin gets the handoff. Inside right tackle. Turning those feet. Still turning those feet. Elijah Ray there. Zach Benedict sniffing it. Coming off the bottom of the pile for Southwestern will be Daughtry. Comes up shaking that right hand that is heavily bandaged or got a elbow pad on that hand, look like.
And cowboy collar on as well.
Yeah. Football player. 2nd and 8. Horney looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Wide open is Woolham. How do you leave him that wide open? Touchdown, Belfry. That was a big-time breakdown of defense, and the flags will fly late, well behind the play, and should be well after the touchdown. There was hope. And unfortunately, I think that hope has left. 39-13. Touchdown going to stand?
Looks like it.
5th touchdown for Woolham. 3 on the ground. That one through the air. He was wide open back to Belfry. Someone missed an assignment.
I think Coach Foley wanted to know about the result of the play, and Whitehat explaining that.
Score with 5:42 to go, third quarter. Well, it didn't start kind for Southwestern to open this one. Second half has not started kind. The men in black this evening as they now find themselves on the short end of the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, 39-13.
Crowd has stuck around. Place still packed.
Glad they have.
I am as well.
Kick is on the way from Savage. Oh, yeah. 40-13. Belfry increases that lead with a 5:42 to go, third quarter.
Stressed, anxious, depressed? At Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services, we can get services started today. Intrust offers you the flexibility of providing you with counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through your computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at intrust-healthcare.com. At Intrust, your mental health matters. And Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week. You are watching Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week. Be sure to watch the game next week, or next week, a video broadcast. Woodford will visit Pulaski County. Crosstown rival the PC Maroons, having a really solid season in this young year. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings carried your way, and always fresh, never frozen burgers.
Get it, boys. Get it. County High, big win last Friday night. Scheduled to play Corbin this week at Corbin. That game canceled due to everything that's transpiring with I-75 shooting, and our thoughts and prayers with all of our neighbors in London and Laurel counties, our men and women in uniform, actively searching, trying to bring that to a conclusion, and thoughts and prayers with all those folks that were injured. Thankfully, no one has died. Thankfully, it seems like they all will be okay. And that, man, you hear about those stories time and time again, and when it hits close to home, it makes it a reality really, really quickly. You hear it so much, you honestly become numb to it, and then it hits close to home, and it's like, man, this stuff's got to change. Penalty was on Belfry, so we return back from the 40 of Southwestern up to around midfield. On the return, Zach Benedict. Seeing Zach with a couple of totes on the ground tonight. Turning that one. 5:38 to go in the third. 40-13. Southwestern giving up a couple scores to start this third quarter. Gave up 3 to start the contest, and the Warriors found themselves in a 19-0 hole before they really knew what happened. Waiting on the crew to spot this one here. They will spot it.
I'll say the guy spotting the ball was struggling there a minute and confusing me, but we got it.
Southwestern will start at the Belfry 49, far visitor hash, right to left. Here in the third for the homeboys, season opener here at home for the Warriors. Dumford goes behind center. Last dance. Head off. Haynes, his first tote tonight. Nice run for Logan. Look out, 45-40, 35-30. Written down at around the 29-yard line. Nice tote for Logan Haynes. First down run for Southwestern. Stop made by Alex Long. 5.5 to go. So Warriors move the chains.
First carry since really early. He had a fumble early.
Okay.
Then he was on the sideline with the helmet off, so I thought he may have been hurt, but good to see him back in the game, and nice run for 3-2.
Senior running back. Trying to work out the heebie-jeebies in that left shoulder, looks like. You see him trying to go that circular motion to get it kinked out, and that's going to go on Southwestern. Ball start on the Warriors, so that'll make a 1st and 10 and 1st and 15. First down for the Warriors from the Pirate 34. 5:03 to go, third quarter. Game 3 on the 2024 slate against Southwestern. Has never lost 3 in a row under Coach Jason Foley. A Titanic hill to climb to keep that streak intact. 6-year head chief is Coach Foley. Dunford takes the snap, looking to throw, sidearm throw, complete to Hutchinson, up at around the 30-yard line as they will get close to getting the penalty back. Spotting just outside the 30. Gain of, I'm going to give him 3, 4, second and 11. Approaching 4 minutes to go.
31.
And they're going to spot it actually at the 31, so he didn't get where I thought he got.
Yep. Gain of 3.
Second and 11. Getting Dunford behind center this time. Osborne, good snap. Dunford.
Wow.
All kinds of running room. Jab step. Bulldozed. Pirate as he gets into the Rick Barker red zone.
I like that.
My goodness. And credit that offensive line. Getting the push downfield. Dunford had plenty of turf to run on. First and 10 for Southwestern. From the 17, Warriors in the Rick Barker red zone. Dunford takes the snap, hands it off to Haynes inside right tackle. For a yard, maybe. Maybe 2. And again, a lot of season left, and you see what Dunford can do at quarterback. You might go Dunford as your first option at quarterback, and then when you want to change it up,
you got some options.
Maybe you go with the option of Ryan Anderson to chuck the football.
That's kind of been par for the course.
Yeah. Second and 8, Dunford. Flushed. Tuckett trying to make something out of it. No such luck. Hilton and Associates having that one shut down. Keaton Deskins in on that one as well. Third and long is Dunford will be a little worse for the wear there as he was slow to peel himself off the deck. No gain, 3rd and 8, 2:51 to go. Flag that I did not see. That would be a personal foul penalty on Belfry. Did you see that?
I did not.
I didn't either.
Is it a 5 or a 15?
Ideally, 15.
I don't see the sticks moving, so makes me think it's a 5.
(40-13) Belfry with the lead on Youth Night at the reservation. Maybe.
Are they going to move it?
Here we go.
Official time.
You want to spot it at the 9?
Seems to be the indication.
Whitehead conversing. Grinding to a halt here. 2:51 to go on the 3rd. A comfortable Belfry lead at 40-13. It was 19-0 at the end of 1.
Go at the 8-yard line, it appears.
26-13 at the half. Belfry with 2 unanswered here in the 3rd. Personal foul face mask on Belfry. It will be 3rd down. 3rd and 1 for Southwestern. The Rick Barker red zone ball spotted at the 8-yard line. Far visitor hash. Dunford a little worse for the wear. Remains the quarterback. Keeper. He'll dance. Go north-south. And got the first down. It will be a 1st and goal for Southwestern from the 4. Nice decision by Antoine. Nothing fancy. North-south. Knew what he needed to get. Got it. Plus a couple. It doesn't matter to a hill of beans, but from where I said, Dunford's quarterback going forward. Your option 1. For me, makes no difference what I think. Pull that one down, hands it off to Logan Haynes. Logan inside right tackle. Touchdown, Southwestern. I did see a flag fly. Yep. Haynes lost his helmet.
Another flag.
Will it stand?
I'm going to hold off on the call to make sure.
Nothing fancy. Power football. Nice push by the Southwestern front to give Haynes a lane. Haynes took it to the land of 6 with a Citizens National Bank touchdown. For Logan, that will be his first of the year. Realty Turpin CBE scoreboard has not put it up yet, but I think it will stand. We'll have to play personal foul face mask. Belfry.
Personal foul face mask against Belfry.
Unsportsmanlike on Southwestern. They will offset. Excuse me.
Nothing happened.
Nope. There's nothing to see here besides a 4-yard touchdown run by Logan Haynes. How about the senior? Power football. Lost his hat as well. Nice push by that Southwestern front to give him a lane. Nice choice of lanes. Haynes. That makes it 40-13. Don't tell me that. I'll get nervous, boss man.
It must have been the Savage. It brought in the.
You think?
I think so. Oh yeah.
Don't
tempt you.
Don't
right?
tempt me.
Yeah, you're better at it than I am.
To really get into it. Coming from the guy that's got multiple Randy Savage T-shirts. 2-point conversion. Dunford.
I expect to see the shades next week.
Dunford lowers his head. Did he get in? Nope. Denied. Just denied. He was just shy of the end zone. Couple of hats to the football. And Hilton was one of the guys to come to get him. And see, Hilton just at the top of your screen going back to the sideline as he'll skip back to the sideline off the shoulder of a teammate as he is not putting any weight whatsoever on that right leg as he goes to the far sideline. And that would be massive for Belfry as Hilton can do it on offense. Didn't expect to see him tote the football tonight, but he has done so. And, of course, he's the leading tackler coming in tonight. Far and away, 45 tackles coming in to tonight. Deskins second on the team and tackles at 27. 2-point conversion fails, by the way, after my Opinage.
And offensively tonight, Hilton 3 carries for 16 yards. They've had 5 backs that have toted the rock tonight for the Pirates of Belfry.
God, it seems like more than that.
Yeah, a few that can do it.
It's an army of running backs.
They have a stable that is plentiful. CV Hansford of Weichert Realtors Four Brothers, a person you can trust when you're looking to sell your farm or commercial property. CV's experience as a successful realtor, business person, and farmer is invaluable when it comes to knowing how to get the most for your property, all the while helping you through a seamless and enjoyable transaction. For more information, give CV a call at 606-219-3274. That's CV Hansford at Weichert Realtors Four Brothers.
Can we just talk about Mr. CV Hansford? Can we talk about the fact that he has the best billboard in town?
I like the placement. It's in an excellent location. I see it every single day. It's nice.
He's got the point.
Yeah.
It's the best billboard in town. CV Hansford. Hello, Mr. CV. Gager sends that one away. Return back from the 10 up to the 20, 25. Look out. 30. Pinball around. Cowboy will come in and help his Warrior teammates shut it down. First down for Belfry. The return man will be Eli Caudill. 2 minutes to go, third quarter, 40-19. Belfry has this one in hand. Belfry coming off a titanic football game last Friday night. As they got after it last Friday night. Johnson Central winning that one 48-41. Belfry 1-2, looking to go to 500. Our slowest start since a couple years ago, 2022. Whatever I'm trying to say. 2022. 2012 was several moons ago. Inside handoff. As that's Austin on the carry. And having it get the stop. Short gain, give him 2s. 2nd and 8. Even though it feels like 2012 was just about 4 or 5 years ago.
It does.
Jesus.
Getting old.
Dude, like literally, the days are long, but the years are short. Can someone please explain that to me? Like,
I wish I'd have paid attention to that earlier in life.
Ain't that the
I was
truth?
warned. I didn't believe them. So true.
Austin again, off right tackle. Jumping again. He doesn't vary more than 2-3 steps from north-south. And my goodness, it's just a chunk of yards at a time. Bradley Baker and teammates in on the stop.
Just kind of slithers his way through.
He really does. That's an excellent way to put it. Cameron Bonds also went on that one. Cameron has played well tonight. 3rd and short. Varney hands up under center. Yay. Oops. Trying to count it. Trying to jump it. Oops.
Offsides, Warriors.
Belfry gets one the easy way. 57 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Pirates have it in hand 40-19, but again, Southwestern offense that had scored 1 touchdown in 8 quarters of football coming into tonight. They have put up 19-9. Reasons to be positive, Warrior Nation. This one's not going to go in the win column. It's not. A lot of season left. A lot of work yet to be done. Fresh set of downs. Austin, handoff, just slithering his way through that Southwestern defense. Dunford and Lewis. So that was Lewis, excuse me.
Elijah Ray wrapped him up and threw him down on that one.
Big dog. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. That was Mom that shared a picture of the little big dog this week on social media. Under 30 seconds to go. Marty brings him to the line. Hands it off. Austin inside left tackle. Spin move goes Maytag at the 45. Give him a couple more. He had the first down there. He got a little extra up to the 42-yard line. Move the chains again for the Pirates. Clock will wind with 10 seconds to go. And that should be all she wrote in the 3rd. Belfry in no hurry, leading 40-19, and that is how the 3rd quarter ends. Pirates have it in hand. Toyota of Somerset High School football, presented by Ford Brothers, Auctioneers, Realtors, Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175-100, here to come in 175-2. I-200 down, count it, here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Back here at the reservation, start of the 4th quarter. Southwestern down big 40-19. Back with the call, Josh McKinney.
Thank you, Michael Gregg. 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Woolham, he's had the hot hand tonight. Turns it upfield. Cowboy will get the stop after a nice gainer on 1st down. Woolham, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Back in the 3rd quarter, touchdown reception. He got 4 TDs.
Yeah, video game-like numbers for
dude.
Woolham.
Yeah, man.
Long bus ride, but he's going to have celebrate that all the way home tonight. Big man on campus next week.
2nd and 4 after a gainer of 6. Thanks for hanging in with us. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Somebody put me in an order of fried pickles, please. Add an Abden. Daughtry. Another Warrior coming off the bottom of the pile. Austin with the carry. That's Cowboy off the bottom of the pile. It'll be difficult to try to pick a defensive player of the game. The other Warriors have given up 40. A couple of those on short fields. Big plays for Belfry as well. Cowboys played well. Daughtry's played well.
Nabnet's been on several calls.
Yeah.
Several. And Gallagher did have the interception earlier.
Yeah.
But you mentioned Daughtry. He has been on several tackles tonight. We don't keep track of that, so it's hard for us to say the number.
Yeah.
But been many.
Also, with a gain of 1 there, he'll get the toad again, and he gets the first down, and he's sneaky again. He sneaks through that, slithers through that defense, as Michael Gregg mentioned. Somehow looks like he was going to pick up the first down and then dropped at the 30, and all of a sudden you look up, and he's still moving at 25, and he ends up tackled at the 23. Sneaky. 10:20 to go, fourth quarter. Belfry moving the football again, averaging 44 points coming into tonight. They get another one, they're going to be north of that. Belfry's legit. They're 1-2, by the way. Of course, their 2 losses to a couple stout teams, Johnson Central and GRC. And again, Belfry keeps that one on the ground on the 15-yard line. That being Caudle, Ace Caudle.
8 on the play.
Bamnett on the tackle.
Drew has played well. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. It's Belfry back in the Rick Barker red zone. And a tough one tonight for Southwestern. Not as frustrating as last Friday night. Positive things from the offense. Defense might worry you a little bit now, but again, a couple of the key injuries. That biggest, not that it's a contest, Devin Leclerc not able to go.
There's happening again.
Yeah, coming in and making the stop. Leclerc gives you offense and gives you defense as well. He's a big loss for Coach Herron's defense. And a couple other Warriors banged up. No gain there. Belfry keeping it on the ground, keeping that Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard clock rolling. Drew has played well. Where's the double penny? 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 8:40 to go. Marty hands up under center. Austin off left tackle. He'll be cut down at the 10-yard line. Guess who? Drew Nabnett and Jonas Gallagher. First down. First and goal for Belfry. They are just methodically marching this drive.
Crushing your spirit.
Yeah, they had a 47-yard touchdown run, a 71-yard touchdown run, short fields and big plays. Southwestern's offense trying to get off the field. Again, Southwestern will lose their 3rd straight for the first time under Coach Jason Foley regime. But again, a lot of football left and positives tonight.
Drew and Jonas again.
Making Jeremiah Jones' decision very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult. Gain of 4 there. 2nd and goal from the 6. 7:38 to go. Again, you can dress those unkind words to.
Don't blame me at gmail.com. Is that what I said?
That's exactly right.
Don't blame me at gmail.com. Don't expect an instant response because this inbox is not monitored.
It is not. Austin. Bust loose.
Slithering like a snake.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's well described, Michael Gregg. Just slithering around looking for lanes. He doesn't very, very, very far left to right, north,
Shifty.
south. Man, yeah. And that's a 6-yard TD tote to make it 46-19. Belfry. Austin gets his 2nd touchdown on the ground. Keller with 8:03 to go, 3rd quarter, a 27-yard touchdown run. That made it 32-13 at the time. Nick Savage on for the point after. Sorry for the way I am. It is good. 47-13. Belfry increasing that lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Dr. Jesse Pace and Dr. Patrick Jenkins of Lake Cumberland Orthopedic Sports Medicine for athletes of all levels. From the weekend warrior to the professional, at Lake Cumberland Orthopedics, our goal is each patient back to the highest level of physical activity possible. We are proud to support local athletics by serving as team physicians for Lindsey Wilson College, Southwestern, Somerset, Pulaski, and Wayne County High Schools, and other athletes throughout the Lake Cumberland region. Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services has made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 25 years. We personalize your services to meet your needs, whether that be in our office, over the phone, or on your computer. Call Entrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about how they can help you or your family today. At Entrust, your mental health matters.
47-19 on Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. I'm going to turn into a Coach Sawyer's cheerleader here, Warrior Nation. Again, you've seen positives tonight. Yeah, the scoreboard is certainly not kind. Michael Gregg, you can certainly jump in. I will encourage Warrior Nation, give a positive word to the Warriors. You saw positives tonight.
You did.
No, they don't want to be 0-3. No, they want to be 3-0. You saw positives tonight. It is a long season. Speaking to myself as well, and it's been a tough couple weeks. It has been tough. And if you've been there with us, you've heard us battle through it with these Warriors. Give the boys a positive thought. Yeah. Keep working, boys. Keep digging. You're going to get there. District play's coming, and that is the most important thing. Belfry sends that one away as Dunford will have a shot at it back from his own 14. Looking for it to develop. Gets a block. 35, 40. And out of bounds at the 44-yard line after a very nice return. 7:06 to go in the fourth. Warriors on the short end of it as they will start 0-3 for the first time since you had to go way back to 2013. So Warriors started, actually, that was a very tough year for the Blue and Orange. The Southwestern started 0-7 this year. And to cheerlead for Coach Sawyers, Warriors still had a shot to make the playoffs, even though they were 0-7. They still had a shot to make the playoffs that year with a win at Lincoln County that I still say they got robbed of. Quarterback, Anderson. Dunford comes this side. Sweeping, cuts it inside, cut down. 5-on-5 there. Dunford and Davis, athlete on athlete. Nice pickup for Southwestern's 5, Antoine Dunford. Those beautifully green Lake Cumberland Sports gloves.
Love them. Love them, love them, love them.
Merchandising.
Glow in the dark.
Lake Cumberland Sports, the coloring book. 2nd-3 under 6.5 to go. Haynes straight up the gut. Bust loose. From the 40 to the 35. First down tote for Logan Haynes. Tough start for 3-2 tonight. Coach Foley going back to him a couple times, getting confidence back, and it will be a Southwestern first down, 6:20 to go.
Talking about positives, look at the fight. I mean, they keep fighting.
And they did last week.
Gotta love that. Yes, absolutely.
Down 29-0. Had to deal with I don't know exactly how long that rain delay was.
A monsoon that seemed like it was 90 minutes long.
Yeah, it seemed like an eternity. And Warriors going to be all right. Anderson looking to throw. Quick hitter. Hutchinson just didn't look it into those paws, trying to make a move before he cut it. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, 5:56 to go. Again, Southwestern back at home next Friday night. Couple road games, couple home games, couple 3 road games, couple home games. Who makes this schedule anyway? I'd like to have a word. 2nd and 10 again. You mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. This is the back end of those 2-year contracts. So schedule next year going to look different.
Maybe we can get some games a little closer to home. If I can make a request.
I'll make you all go further.
Or get a hot air balloon on.
Anderson throws. That one a little too tall for
a helicopter.
Walters to climb the ladder. As a matter of fact, we did see a nice chopper last Friday night on 65 that I meant to send the picture to the boss man of. Like, hey.
You do the voices away. Get the chopper.
Get the chopper. You know, these 2-hour 2-hour journeys to cover the Warriors. Would be very nice. And could you imagine bright green Lake Cumberland Sports chopper?
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the boys.
We're
Look
on the
out
scene.
now.
Jeremiah Jones hanging out the side with the camera
Look
going.
out. Yeah. Music blaring.
Yeah.
Look out now.
Actually, he's a skydiver. He might jump out of the thing.
Hey, that's a good point.
We have to strap him in. We couldn't trust him without. He'd have to be strapped in.
Anderson straight back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket now. Backpedaling, dancing, looking. All day to throw. Gun one. Left side behind the 10. Did he pull it down?
He did.
Yep.
I don't know who caught it.
Nice pitch and catch all day to throw. Parker Burt staying in bounds. You saw the beautiful tent we talked about the Southwestern dad saving earlier. Jeremiah Jones fighting the 10. Fighting through it to get that shot. Nicely done, Jeremiah. It will be a 1st and goal for the Warriors from the 9. Warriors back in the Rick Barker red zone. No quit in the men in black tonight, folks. 47-19, Warriors playing for pride. The handoff, Haynes, straight up the gut, into the end zone. Hit at the 3. He's able to skip off of it into the end zone for 6. Logan has his 2nd touchdown in as many quarters. Huge hole by that Southwestern offensive line. Little shimmy at around the 3. Contact, it just bounces right off.
Where'd that play start at?
Start at the 9.
Okay, I'm a play behind. I've got to fix myself here. And rush. Touchdown.
Score with.
And now I'm back.
Welcome.
Good to join you. Had a moment there. I've not had the best luck this year.
You're doing just fine. Jay Skager on for the point after. It is up, and it is pure. For Gager, 47-26, 5:44 to go. A Citizens National Bank touchdown number 2 for Mr. Haynes.
A big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, where they treat you like family. And just a reminder, you are watching Buffalo Wings and Rings Video Game of the Week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Our next video broadcast next Friday night, Woodford County will be crosstown at Pulaski County Maroons. Wings and Rings. Wings created your way, and always fresh, never frozen burgers.
And boys from County High.
Yeah, looking good. Playing new regime in town.
Yeah, man.
Things looking up, and love to see it.
It's amazing what a fresh vision, what fresh leadership has done. Again, not taking any shot at all at what Coach Johnny Hines did at all. And there just comes a time. I liken it to Phil Fulmer at Tennessee or Tubby Smith at UK. There comes a time where a coach has just ran his course. One reason or another. That one will go 10. Southwestern going for the onside kick. Of course, we'll get to see Coach Johnny Hines in several weeks as his Cardinals come to the reservation. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Coach Johnny Hines. He has been mighty good to me and us here at Lake Cumberland Sports, and it's going to be different seeing him in Cardinal red instead of maroon.
Yeah, that'll definitely be.
He's got good complexion, so I think Coach Hines is going to look just fine in red. It's going to just be a different look. Of course, Coach Hines' Cardinals had their game canceled tonight as well. North Laurel did as well. Austin off right tackle inside the Southwestern 45 to around the 44-yard line. Benedict and Associates there. 5.5 to go on. The thing that's in doubt's the final score of this one. Warriors going to start 0-3, but you saw bright spots in the offense that, again, I keep coming back to, and I hate to keep bringing up the fact that Southwestern scored 1 touchdown in 8 quarters of football, but that was a big story. 1 touchdown in 8 quarters of football tonight, and they've got 26 on the board. So, again, positive from the offense.
Yeah, I really like the energy you saw on the offensive side.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Woolham gets the handoff. Starters remain in this game for Belfry. Oh, by the way, with under 5 minutes to go, leading. Third and short here after we pick up by Woolham. Southwestern will be back at home next Friday night. Mercer County, the Titans come to the reservation. See our comrade Nick Hibbard on the sideline. Camera in hand. Great pictures that Nicky takes. And he's magic with that camera. Austin, again, with the inside handoff. And he'll pick up the first down. The chains keep moving for Belfry. Averaging 44 points coming into tonight. They're at 47.
They have an electric offense. They are quick, Josh. I think this is, of the teams we've played this season, this is the quickest team.
Yep.
I mean, team speed is very impressive.
Yeah, and that's coming off South Warren last Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion, team speed at Belfry is a little next level.
I agree wholeheartedly. Belfry's going to play a while in postseason. They got a big one next Friday night at Pikeville. Handoff goes to Cottle. Left side, Jonas Gallagher with a wrap-up tackle. Also in on that action. Taylor Richardson, his name, a couple times tonight. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5, 3.5 to go. Should be the first time the Warriors have lost 3 straight under Coach Jason Foley. His 6th go-around as head chief on the reservation. The Warriors look to get Leclerc back next Friday night as well. Austin denied first effort. Second effort will have him greeted by an Abnett, Cowboy, and Associates. Also in on it again, Richardson. Couple. 3rd and 2 here under 3 minutes to go. And 3rd and 3, as a matter of fact. Splitting hairs. What a crew we've got here bringing you this broadcast. Jeremiah Jones. Great camera work this evening. Captain Pat Harris. Boss man Kevin Lloyd. And new to the crew, the nephew, Matt Lloyd. Welcome another one into the fold. As Belfry will take the Roland Shaw Realtor timeout with 2:24 to go and the 4th. Leading comfortably.
Big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, where they treat you like family. As we approach the end of this one, going to give out a few awards, even though the Warriors are not going to come out on the top of the scoreboard, are going to announce an offensive player of the game, sponsored by Somerset Community College, a defensive player of the game, brought to you by United Cumberland Bank, and a Big Blue Septic Service lineman of the game here at the conclusion of this one.
Tonight's going to be tough on the teams. Pulaski County did not play. Their game at Corbin was canceled, obviously. Somerset falls to Garrett County 35-28. That's 2 straight for Somerset. Warriors going to end up on the short end of this one. Third and about 3 will be 3rd and about 1 after a gain of 2. Zach Benedict comes up and makes a stop. Who was that on the carry? Flag will fly late. Late. Oh, goodness. It's 47-26 with $1:59 to go. That will be on Southwestern.
Elijah Ray playing coach on the field. And
yeah.
I like to see that. Senior leadership out there.
That was going to be a 4th and 1. Instead, somebody does a little barking and gets flagged for it. This crew's done a good job tonight, keeping it moving. And this is pointless and needless. And how about the big dog?
Well, I think
getting on
Coach Foley wanting to know, like, just to learn from it. Somebody said something they shouldn't have, and it cost their team. And circumstances being different, that could be crucial.
Yeah, well, we've seen that multiple times tonight. That Southwestern has given Belfry an easy first down. Well, the Pirates will have a fresh set of down back in the Rick Barker red zone. 1st and 10 from the Southwestern 14-yard line. This morning will take the snap, drop to a knee to get that clock to wind. Trying to run out the rest of this minute 40 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. A victory formation for the Pirates, who will move to 500 on the year and travel to Pikeville next Friday night. The Warriors stay at the reservation as Mercer County comes to town, wanting desperately their first dub of the season.
Dial up Jeremiah Jones. Have a discussion about our post-game awards. We got another flag?
Yep.
Guys, they've kneeled on the ball. Like, let's just get this one over.
Yeah.
Delay a game. Okay. Well. Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say I thought as I glanced at the play clock, it still had 7 on it. Minute 16 to go. It is stopped. Crew trying to keep this one in check. It's 19-0 at the end of one. Belfry scored 3 unanswered to start it. 26-13 at intermission. 40-19 at the end of 3. 47-26 most likely will be your final. Big penalty there on Belfry. Unsportsmanlike as Barney turns to look at that play clock. There's one in front of him as well. Eyeing it. 60 seconds left in this one, milking every possible second. He brings some set. Takes the snap. Immediately drops to a knee. With 49 seconds to go, it will be 3rd down. Get there. Come on now. You can get there, Michael Craig. You can get there. 35 seconds to go. This will do it. We're just going to fall to 0-3. Barney takes the final snap, drops to the knee. Final 20 seconds of this one. We'll wind out. Warriors now 0-3. They host Mercer County next Friday night. 6th meeting between the Warriors and the Pirates goes to Belfry as they improve to 2-2 on the year. And again, Belfry will travel to Pikeville next Friday night. They improve to 5-1 in the series versus Southwestern. This one's just gone final 47-26. Your final score. Toyota Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors. Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175 here to come in 175 2. I 200 down and here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Let us show you the strength that comes by making every moment count. We're here to help. Hospice of Lake Cumberland. Let us show you the strength that comes by making every moment count. We're here to help. Hospice of Lake
Best
Cumberland.
things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $5.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $5.99. Hardee's Original Bag, loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
We're back here. Final. Belfry wins 47-26 over their homestanding Southwestern Warriors in their home opener this season. Not the outcome we wanted to see, but did see some fight from the guys in the blue and orange, and certainly something to build on, Josh.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And I think it would be one thing if after it was all said and done that we're talking about the Warrior offense struggling again and again, just to say it one final time, and I promise, Warrior Nation, I'll finally shut up about it because I can shut up about it now. 1 touchdown in 8 quarters of football. The Warriors put up 26-9. You see positives on that offense, strides being made, the Warriors not quitting. A tough one tonight. Defense gives up 47 to a very stout Belfry team, and you mentioned it, and I'll echo it. For me, my money, Belfry's the best team Southwestern's seen this year.
I agree, and that's high praise because
absolutely,
South Warren is legitimate, and they're going to be a state contender in 5A.
Yeah, man.
Belfry is certainly had the team speed, the quickest team that I've seen this year.
Yep.
And I feel like as a team as a whole, that offense just a well-oiled machine.
Certainly so. 26-13 at the half. We'll pick it up from there. 8:03 to go in the third. A 27-yard touchdown run by Austin. Makes it 32-13 Belfry. Savage's extra point. Oh, yeah. 33-13 for the point after. Had to do it one more time.
I love it.
Belfry scores their second unanswered to start the second half. 5:42 to go. TD pass, Varney to Woolham. That was the 4th touchdown. Woolham had 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. 39-13. Extra point good. 40-13. Southwestern scores with 2:08 to go in the third. A 4-yard TD run. Logan Haynes makes it 40-19. The 2-point conversion fails 40-19 at the end of 3. Belfry scores her final touchdown with 7:16 to go in the fourth. A 6-yard TD run by Austin makes it 46-19. His second touchdown of the night. All of those in the second half. The extra point by Savage good, 47-19. The Warriors' final score in this one comes with 5:44 to go. And the fourth 9-yard TD run by Logan Haynes, his second of the night, 47-25. Gazer's extra point good. 47-26. Warriors now 0-3 on the year. They host Mercer County next Friday night. Again, I say, positive things tonight. Warrior Nation, have a kind word, have a positive message to the Warriors as they are working and grinding through it. Belfry improving to 2-2 on the year.
Quick stat rundown. First for Belfry, team statistics, 23 first downs on the evening, 41 rushes, 370 yards on the ground. Through the air, 132 yards, 6 out of 11. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. For Southwestern, 17 first downs, 35 rushes, 232 yards on the ground, 67 yards through the air, 8 out of 16 on pass attempts, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 fumbles, both of those lost. Southwestern was penalized 8 times for 59 yards in this one. Individual leaders, I will first go for Belfry. Rushing the football, Woolham, 8 rushes, 168 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jeremiah Austin, 19 rushes, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Caudle, 8 for 44. Hunter Hilton, 4 for 17. And Dante Davis, 2 for 5. Passing, Chase Varney on the night, 6 out of 11 for 132 yards, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. And receiving the football, J.B. Woolham, 1 for 72 and a TD. Caden Varney, 3 for 47 and a TD. And Ace Caudle, 2 for 13. For Southwestern, rushing the football, Antoine Dumford, 10 for 99 yards. Braxton Walters, 13 attempts, 54 yards. Logan Haynes, 6 for 50 in the 2 TDs. Did have 1 fumble in the first half. Ryan Anderson, 2 rushes, 20 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Lewis, 1 for 4. And Zach Benedict, 2 for 2. Passing the football, Ryan Anderson on the night, 6 out of 12 for 63 yards and a touchdown and 1 interception. Antoine Dumford, 2 out of 4 for 4 yards. Receiving the football, Parker Burton, 1 for 25. Zach Hutchinson, 2 for 20 and a TD. Colson Eichmann, 2 for 11. Antoine Dumford, 2 for 7. And Zach Benedict, 1 for 4. And that is your statistics, unofficial, of course, from Southwestern, and this one did fall. Going to give out some awards. Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game. Going to go to Logan Haynes. He came in, had a solid second half, 2 touchdowns. Hard to argue his case. Certainly also want to give a shout-out to Dumford's rushing attack, yard shy of 100, and certainly had a spark. And then, of course, the touchdown reception on Zach Hutchinson, give him some dap there as well. Defensive Player of the Game, we're going to give the nod to Jonas Gallagher. Gallagher had the interception and also was in on a ton of tackles, but I do want to give some praise to a couple other Warriors that stood out for us tonight. Drew Nabnett and Caden Daughtry both flying around the football, and all three of those Warriors, Gallagher and Nabnett and Daughtry, energy until the final whistle. And I can't say that enough. We saw Nabnett was in on almost every single tackle there in that fourth quarter. Love his energy. He is hungry. We see you, big guy. Keep putting in the work. Lineman of the game, Big Blue Septic Service lineman of the game, Elijah Ray. Just again, he's a workman on the field, doing work, and Elijah Ray is going to be our Big Blue Septic Service lineman of the game in this one.
Tough one tonight for Southwestern, but again, I keep coming back to positives that we saw tonight. Positives. And again, encouraging Warrior Nation, say a positive word to the Warriors that are going to keep digging, because the most important part of this schedule is on the horizon, that being the district play.
Well, again, we've been spoiled. We've got to persevere. What is it they say when you get married? It's through thick and thin, sickness and health. And so,
that's true.
Hey, we're on your side, Coach Foley. Regardless of the outcome, we got you. We're one of Foley's boys. I think that's just the way it is. We're losers in this one, but we live to fight another day. Next game here at home against Mercer County. Until then, he's Josh McKinney. I'm Michael Gregg. We are collectively a lot of folks here. Jeremiah Jones and Josh already called them all out. I'm going to miss somebody if I do it. Until next week, remember, video game of the week next week at Pulaski County. Woodford County will travel and take on the Maroons. Until then, so long, everybody.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175-100, here to come in 175-2. I-200 down, count here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together